From KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Well, we are at the John Wood Community College, a shootout here in Quincy, Illinois, for two games with you this evening. The Clopton Lady Hawks will be taking on Mendon-Unity, and the boys will play the same immediately following. We're going to break it all down for you during the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, tonight's first game between the Clopton Lady Hawks and the Mendon-Unity Mustangs is going to be one that's a little off balance. Mendon-Unity comes in with a 9-1 record. The only game they've lost this year is to Quincy Notre Dame, and that was by the score 59-52. The Lady Hawks come in with a 4-4 record. They're nice and young this year. We've seen them making some improvements over the season. We saw them at Montgomery County Tournament where they came home with some hardware and got a couple wins over that direction. And they picked up a couple other wins along the way, including a conference win over Mark Twain earlier this week. We're going to take the opportunity here in just a few minutes to catch up with Frank Cash. He is going to do the PA announcing here this evening, but of course he has some inner details regarding the Mendon-Unity team, as he is an athletic director over there. So we're going to have the opportunity to chat with him. He's got pulled away for just a moment. We are courtside here. We'll let you know tonight if you're watching the game online. The camera angle is a little different because we are courtside, but we appreciate them letting us set up this evening for a couple games. And when we're talking about the games coming up, we'll also highlight throughout this evening, the Clopton Invitational Tournament, which is going to kick off here in the very near future, just right around the corner as the new year kicks off. Let's take a quick break here on the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to catch up with Frank in just a few moments. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Marianne Everhart with you this evening from John Wood Community College, and we are joined by Frank Cash. And Frank, first of all, thank you for joining us. And can you tell us a little bit about maybe the Mendon-Unity team that we're going to see tonight?
Well, thanks for having me on, Marianne. It's great to see you. It's great to see the folks from Clopton coming up tonight for this Rumble on the River game. And right now, the Unity girls are, knock on wood, playing pretty well. They're 9-1. Their only loss was about a 7-point loss to Quincy Notre Dame, who, one of the best teams in Class 2A in the state of Illinois. And they pretty experienced. All 5 starters played, quite a bit last year. Only graduated 1 senior from last year's team, and this should be a good matchup tonight on the girls' side.
And talk to us a little bit. This girls' team, you said they basically did you say 1 senior?
1 senior, Cammie Connery. She was a guard. Really kind of missed her on defense, but a lot of it's built around Brooklyn Stiefel, who's a 5'8" senior. She can play the 2 or the 3, and pretty good scorer. Coming off a 25-point effort against Palmyra last Friday night. And then Ashlyn Arnsman's a 6-foot junior, takes up some room inside, athletic in the post. And Kira Carruthers, one of the just a really solid all-around athlete. State qualifier last year in the high jump at the state meet, and a very good volleyball player. And she's a junior as well. So basically, the three scorers you're looking at, Stiefel, a senior, and then Arnsman and Carruthers, who are juniors.
And while we have you, because we know you're about to get busy, you do the PA announcing over here and have for a lot of years. Talk to us a little bit about the boys' team that we're going to see the next game as well.
Boys are better this year. Unfortunately, they're 2-9, but they just kind of trying to get over that hump. Took Griggsville Perry, who's very good, to overtime Saturday. Had a 6 or 7 point lead on Palmyra early in the 4th quarter last Friday. Played Illini West to a pretty good game a couple of weeks ago. And really, four starters that kind of stand out. Ryle Duke, who's a junior, pretty good all-around athlete. Melvin McMillan, who's a 6'5" sophomore, who led him in scoring last year as a freshman, actually, off the bench with about 10 points a game. And then Vincent Maglioschetti, who's pretty solid outside shooter. I had 6 threes in a game earlier this year.
All right. Well, we're going to let you get back to that PA announcing for the evening. Appreciate you taking time to stop by, and have a great rest of the weekend, and a happy Halloween. How about a Merry Christmas?
You too. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for everything you do for area sports.
We've got your keys to the game for you coming up next here on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Marion Everhart, Lauren Loggeman in here with you this evening. And Lauren, we had the opportunity to just get done talking with Frank Cash, who is very familiar with this Unity team, as he's an athletic director over there. I believe I have that title correct. I didn't quite get that confirmed, but I think tonight the girls-wise, they're just going to have to go out and really enjoy playing basketball. We know that this is going to be a young squad versus a very experienced squad. Frank was telling us that they're set to be one of the best teams in Class 2. They lost to the best team in Class 2 in Illinois earlier this year by 7. So I think we're going to see a fast-paced game, and I think at this point the girls are just going to be learning lessons this evening.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing tonight is just playing hard the whole game. I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking about basketball, and just you always have to focus on the next play. So whatever happens on either end of the court, you can't dwell on it. You just got to keep playing hard and focus on the next play, whether that's on defense or offense, and try to make up for it where you can.
Well, and we talk about it on a regular basis, and you can win and lose games, but really if you learn something from the loss, it's not really a loss. So tonight the girls are going to find out what they're like against someone of this caliber, and maybe some adjustments that can be made before they head into the tournament next week.
Yeah.
Or I guess in 2 weeks, excuse me.
Yep, 2 weeks. This last game going into break, they have one game next week at Moberly, I think. But yeah, just use it as a learning experience and work on fine-tuning things and making sure they're doing what it is that they're supposed to be doing.
All right, that's going to take care of the keys to the game. We'll be back with starting lineups and opening tip next here on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Your starting lineups tonight, we'll talk about the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. The Clopton Lady Hawks, they're starting a sophomore guard wearing number 11, Brea Smith. A sophomore guard wearing number 20, Jasmine Hammett. A junior guard wearing number 22, Shanna Yates. A junior guard wearing number 33, Madeline Bruni. And a sophomore forward wearing number 51, Stacia Talbert. So Smith, Hammett, Yates, Bruni, and Talbert. For Mendon-Unity, they are starting a senior wearing number 10, Taylor Nichols. A senior wearing number 12, Brooklyn Stifle. A sophomore wearing number 14, Sophia Schaefer. A junior wearing number 23, Kara Crothers. And a junior wearing number 30, Ashlyn Arnsman. So you've got Stifle, Schaefer, Crothers, Ayersman, and Nichols. So I should probably stumble over those fairly well this evening.
Yeah, I'm sure we won't mess it up at all.
I was looking at the boys' names, and there's one over there I don't know. We're going to have to ask Frank Cash how to pronounce that. That's an Italian name if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that one.
I bet his name's going to be Vincent when we call
it. Number 5.
Number 5. The Clopton Lady Hawks in their road black jerseys with white numbers and red trims. Unity in their home white jerseys with baby blue numbers and black trim as well. Excuse me, that's going to take care of your starting lineups. We'll be back with the opening tip next here on Eagle 102.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center and a taste of Philly.
National anthem just played here at John Wood Community College. It is the Rumble on the River. We haven't been over here for a couple years, so happy to be back. Lauren, you had some fun playing over here once or twice.
Yeah, we usually had the early morning games on Saturdays, though. I think my senior year we played over here at like 8 a.m. or something like that. So definitely would have preferred this time slot.
Well, they're doing the starting lineups right now as they're introducing Clopton starters for you. And again, as I mentioned before, we are actually at the scores table is where we're at this evening. We appreciate them making room for us, but our video is a little close this evening, and so we're probably going to see lots of up and closes of coaches and some officials this evening. But either way, we're excited. This will be, I believe, our final game of 2021. You never know with us. We get a little crazy every now and again. We might get bored during break.
Might want to go to Moberly next
We might
week.
want to go to Moberly. We do have several area teams playing over at Moberly. Bowling Green, Van Far, and Clopton all playing over there next week. We also have, as we mentioned, the Clopton Invitational Tournament. Is the Clopton Invitational Tournament that's starting on the 3rd. And so we'll find brackets online now at kjfmradio.com, and we'll keep you updated, of course, as we move through the week. So we're ready for some basketball. We're getting ready to tip center here. And it looks like we're going to have Talbert. Well, I'm trying to see who that is there. This is the sad part about sitting courtside is everybody's blocking you. So we'll see if we can get it. She tips center against Arsman. We head right down, and immediately it's a 2-0 basketball game as Stiefel gets on the board for Unity. With it is Smith. She works it, trying to get across the timeline, break that press, and about taken away, but Smith comes up. Nope, now it is taken away. Right back the other direction with it is Schaefer. Schaefer out to Arsman. No good with the rebound is Clopton. That's Smith, and she's running along the sideline, and she's going to be fouled. Nope, they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. So 2-0 is our scores. We're just getting started here with 7:32 to go here in the first quarter. So with the basketball is the Mustangs. Swinging around the horn, down low, up off the glass, and it's good. Carruthers. 4-0 is our score. Full court press in here from Unity. Long throw up front to Talbert. Talbert down in the paint, pass over into the corner to Hammett. Back up top to Smith, now Bruni. Working it around over to the far side to Yates. Yates looks now back up top to Bruni. To the free throw line, to Smith, out to Yates. Yates eyes the three. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Stifle. Stifle trying to avoid the trap. Throws it up to half-court line. Works, brings it across. Nichols with it now down low into the paint. Her shot's up. It's no good. Ball's bounced around. Talbert comes away with it. Yates about loses the handle, running into a trap here right in front of us. Gets it across to the far side to Smith. Smith stops, pops for two from the free throw line, extended, no good. With the rebound is Stifle, but she's going to be fouled. First foul on the night. I'm not sure who he called that on.
I think Madeline.
Okay. It's supposed to be 33, not 32. So Unity with the basketball. Working it is Arsman. Brings it up across the timeline. Dishes off onto the far wing. Shots up, it's no good. Ball saved out of bounds, but in the hands of of Smith. Smith pushes it to the other end. Works it all the way down the wing, tries to avoid the double team. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Clopton, by Unity. 4-0 our score, 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Hammett to inbound the basketball over on the far sideline. She looks, finds Smith at the elbow. She stops, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Cuts the lead in half, taking the ball the other direction. All the way down, up off the glass, and back to another lead. And it was a Schaefer with it. We've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. The score is 6-2 as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Well, Lauren, is kind of what we expected so far tonight. Everybody, first of all, getting a little rust off of them. Clopton, of course, had a nice long bus ride over.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely have seemed a little slow, not a whole lot of energy. Unity's not doing anything fancy, though. They just are running the floor. They're very long, so that press, they're just getting in the passing lanes. I feel like we've gotten good looks on the shots we've taken. Just need to pick up the energy a little bit.
Looks like Unity's going to stick with their full court pressure. As Bruni gets it to Yates, now back near side to Smith, back to Yates. They break that press, bring it into the front court, and Yates takes it all the way down. Her shot is partially blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Clopton. 6-2 is our score. 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. Unity leads this one. On the inbound play, as Yates gets it into Smith. Smith gives a fake at the elbow, extended shots up, and it's good. It's another 2-point game as Clopton makes it 4. They throw a long pass up. That's to a Schaefer, and it's another 2 points. They continue with their lead. 8-4 is the score. There's a steal on the play. Kick it over to Nichols. Long shot on the way from Schaefer. It was no good. With the rebound, those Nichols. Kicks it out to Crothers. Crothers shots up. It's no good. Moving the ball around. Nichols. She stops at the free throw line. Her shot's up and good. It's a 6-point lead, 10-4 here with 5:03 to go. Bruni brings it near side to Smith. Smith crosses the timeline. Runs into a trap. Tries to get off, but it's taken away by Nichols. Back down the other direction. Off the glass, up and good. And that's Carruthers. 12-4 our score. So Bruni to Yates. Yates now to Smith. Smith looks, Tries to go cross court. Ball's deflected, but right back in Smith's hands. Now up front and taken away at the half-court line. It's Hammett that comes away with it. Works around, stops, pops from the glass, shot off the back of the rim. It's no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They say last touch by Clopton. So Skylar Parker coming to the basketball game now for Talbot.
One of the things with that press, they're doing like a 1-2-2 press. We want to stay out of the corners. I feel like every time we've gotten it to the middle of the floor, we've gotten down and gotten a good look, but when we go to the sideline, we're kind of in trouble.
And I tell you what, long baseball pass to Carruthers, and it's another 2 points. It's a 10-point lead now for Unity. We have 4:17 to go here in the first quarter. Parker with it all the way down from the blocks, picks it up, kicks it out to Smith. Smith brings it up. She's over on the far wing, working against Nichols. Looks for the screen. Now Yates is open on the far side. They bring it to Bruni, top of the key, swings it to Parker. Parker on the near side to Hammett. Hammett on the wing, bounce pass up to Parker. Parker inside to Smith, and there's going to be a little bit of reach over, and that's going to go against Arsman. Her first, I believe, team's first. 14-4 is our score. 3:56 to go here in the first quarter. Yates to inbound the basketball. She throws it up to Parker. Parker, top of the key. Swings it to Smith. Smith looks inside to Bruni. Bruni down low on the block, back out to Smith. Smith collapses that defense to Parker, now to Hammett. Hammett pulls up for the long three, and it's good. Oh, they said nope, it was just a 2. So 14-6, ball's thrown away by Unity. We're headed back the other direction. So Caroline Knox checks in along with, I lost her, there she is, Kaylee Berry for Unity. Still that pressure, long baseball pass. Look at Clopton saying, Unity, if you can do it, we can too. It goes out of bounds as they were throwing a long baseball pass to Parker, who was knocked out of bounds by Carruthers. So Bruni now, she's got it. She's waiting to get into Smith. Smith works over on the far wing. Bounce pass into Parker, but it's knocked away into the hands of Unity. Working it now is Stifle, and that's taken away by Clopton. We're headed back the other direction. And it goes out of bounds. Or excuse me, there's a foul, so she's going to go. They're going to go to the free throw line, and Hammett's going to get her first shots of the night. Based on where we're sitting, everybody thinks that we're the scores table, and they're checking in with us.
Yep, got to go all the way down.
Yep, you got to go all the way down. So if you hear us pause for just a second, it's because we're helping the girls get down to check in properly. First free throw shot's up and good. So Talbert's coming in for Brea Smith. Coach Streed wants to spend some time talking with her for a few moments as Clopton cut the lead in half, 14-7. Hammett will see if she can drop number 2. Hammett at the free throw line, shot up off the front of the rim. It's no good. Bounces around, coming away with the rebound is Carruthers. Carruthers throws a long pass down over to the other side to Berry. Berry shots up and good.
They just do a very good job of immediately sending a girl or two back as soon as a shot goes up.
Their transition's really nice. As Yates works and she loses a handle on the ball. Going down with the basketball up off the glass is Stiefel, excuse me. So Bruni now works it into the center court over to Parker. Parker's going down, and she was going to go up, but she's fouled. So the ball go out of bounds. Clopton will inbound along the baseline. 18, oops, how did I get that? Somehow missed a couple points. 18-7 is our score. Oh, they were going to call that on the shot. So Parker will actually go to the free throw line and get a chance to shoot 2. I guess they don't care anymore.
I think we should just sub them in like hockey players.
I think we should. I tell you what, if they say something to us, we'll be like, we got them.
Yeah, we got it covered. We know what we're doing.
So Parker's second free throw shot's on the way. This one's up and good. Back to a 10-point lead, 18-8, 2:45 to go here in the first quarter. Clopton working on that trap. They get it across the timeline. Unity does. Over to the far side. With it is Carruthers. Looking is Stifle. Over on the far wing. She looks. She's going to stop, pop for 3. Off the glass, no good. Talbert chases it down. We're going to have a foul, and they're going to call it against Barry.
One of the things with how long Unity is if we get in position to box out, they're going to go over the back or come flying in like that, and we'll get a foul call.
Yeah. So Nichols checks back in the basketball game. She's going to give Carruthers a breather. So Unity stays in their full court defense here. Yates with it, brings it near side to Parker. Parker up to Smith. Smith takes it up the front court into the paint, works her way around, up off the glass, and it's good. Man, she has really done well with that this year. Cross at the half-court line. And Yates gets the steal right here in front of us. In a little bit of trouble. Now she dribbles, gets it across the timeline, down low. It's taken away by Unity. We're headed back the other direction. Nichols with the basketball. She has it stripped, but it ends up right back in Unity's hands. Nichols with it. On the near side, cross court with it now. Long three-point shot on the way. It's off the back of the rim. It's no good. Bouncing around for the rebound. And it's still no good. And that nice official, he's doing a good job with his job. He was blocking my view. I couldn't see a thing.
See. I think they called it a foul on Talbert.
That is it. Looks like Patchen's getting ready to come in. She got the assignment.
She knows where to go.
She knows where to go. So first free throw shot, I believe, was missed. 18-10 is our score. Unity on top. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Tell you what, Unity seems to be doing a good job of subbing in and without losing a stride there. They're going to keep me on my toes here as I'm just starting to get everybody down a little bit. Second free throw shot is good. Makes it 19-10. So Bruni again with the basketball. Taking her time. Trying to avoid that trap. Gets it back to Yates. Yates throws it back up half court. Bruni gets it. Wasn't pretty, but they end up in the hands of Parker. Down low to Patchen. Patchen shots went up. It's deflected. Went out of bounds. But Clopton will keep it at their own end. 19-10 our score. Unity on top. 1:26 to go. Patchen's with the basketball in the near corner. Back up top to Bruni on the wing. Yates gives a head fake. Now back to Bruni. Bruni swings it over to the far side to Smith. Smith back to Bruni. Bruni gives a head fake at the free throw line to Parker. Parker back to Yates, top of the key. Long three on the way. It was partially deflected, and Unity gets the loose basketball. Smith runs toe-to-toe. Now Barry kicks it up front. Down low with it. Off the glass, no good. Barry with the putback. It's still no good. Loose ball, and it's Patchens that comes away with it. Dishes it off to Smith. Smith's off to the races. Brings it into the front court over on the far wing. Works it down low into the paint, and she's going to get a travel.
I don't know that her right foot left the ground on that one.
Well, and we're hearing, what we kind of thought too. It looked like maybe they made some contact with the basketball. And we may be traveling all over for the holiday season based on what we're seeing here a little bit.
Yep.
And Unity throws the ball away, so it's another turnover for them. So back to Clopton we go. Down to 37 ticks to go here in the first quarter. Unity has led the entire time, 19-10. Bruni with the basketball, up to Yates. Yates dribbles through some traffic, loses a handle on the basketball. Back the other way to Barry. Barry up off the glass. Her shot's up and good. 21-10. Bruni with the basketball again. Up to Parker. Parker finds Smith in the middle. Smith brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Bruni. Bruni over to the far wing. Working around back to Smith. Smith eyes that long three, but it's blocked. A big block in there from Knox. And now Parker gets a loose basketball. Finds Bruni again. Down to 6 seconds. She's going to go all the way to the hole, and she's going to be fouled. She's going to get to go to the free throw line, and Clopton's going to see if they can put some points on the board while the clock stopped here with 4.7 seconds to go in the first.
They call it on the floor.
Oh, they did. Never mind. Disregard everything I just said as Yates looks. And they were trying to get it into Smith, and she was tripped up. Parker, long three on the way. She about banked that one in. And that is how the first quarter ends. Unity with the lead over Clopton, 21-10. We've got second quarter action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, Lauren, we were just talking about it. I kind of feel like maybe both teams came out looking a little sluggish there in the first quarter. I'll be anxious to see how the tempo changes here in the second.
Yeah, and maybe that's part of Unity's game plan is kind of lull us into their game, playing a slower-paced game. But Friday night, our girls at Mark Twain, I thought we played a really fast-paced game, and we won by 20 points. So I think if we can pick it up a little bit, it might be in our favor here.
Well, it looks like both teams having a little trouble with handling the ball this evening right off the bat, and we're going to assume that they're just getting excited about Christmas.
Ready to do some frequent flyer miles.
Yes, we have seen that. If everybody's looking for some travel points this holiday season, both these teams are racking them up. Not all of them are getting called, which is fine. They've been pretty consistent that way, but it looks like Clopton will have the ball to start the second here, and Bruni has the basketball. Across the timeline she goes over the far wing to Yates. Yates back up top with it to Bruni. Bruni bounce pass inside, and it's going to be kicked. So they're trying to find Smith at the elbow, so now Yates is going to inbound the ball on the sideline. They get it right back into Bruni, who's at the top of the key. Smith flashed to the elbow, now brings it near side to Hammett. Hammett looks inside, and her pass is deflected and ends up in the hands of Carruthers. She takes it to the hole, and it's a 13-point lead.
She's very long playing the top of that zone, so you really got to make sure you're getting a good passing angle.
And that, as you mentioned, all the girls seem to be fairly long here on this Unity team. And there's another example of it is knocked out of bounds. And that was Arsman going high over Smith and tipping it out of bounds. And I don't know that they're that much taller than Clopton. It just seems like their arms go on forever.
They have very long wingspans.
So Bruni with it over on the far side to Yates, down low to Talbert, but it's knocked away. Talbert knocks it away again. Look at her getting in there, being aggressive, going against Arsman. Goes out of bounds.
I think he called a foul.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
They did. They called it right on there.
That's 2 on Stacia.
So Nichols with the basketball now for Unity. Looks, brings them across the timeline, and they hit it in the near corner. Working the ball around. Up top with it is Nichols. Swings over the far side to Arsman. Down low to Stiefel, and her shot's up and good. 25-10. It's a 15-point lead. It's the largest of the night for Unity. Clopton throws into the front court to Smith. Smith works it around. Top to Bruni, now with it to Yates to Hammett. Hammett looks for another 3. Off the rim, and coming down with it is Arsman. Arsman to Stiefel. Stiefel throws it up to Nichols. Nichols brings it across the timeline over on the far wing to Arsman. Arsman down low, back up top. Stiefel with it. Shots up and good. And Frank Cash told us a little bit that the offense for Unity is kind of centered around Brooklyn Stiefel.
She's a very quick shot.
Yeah, she is. So with the basketball is Yates. Over to Bruni, swings it to Smith. Smith stops, pops for 2. Her shot's a little long. With the rebound is Hammett. Back up to Yates. Now Hammett from the block extended on the near side. It's long. Ball's loose. With it is Schaefer. Gets it in the hands. Schaefer continues with Arsman. She drives along the baseline, down low. Her shot's up off the glass. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. In a little bit of trouble. Kicks it out to Stiefel. Stiefel swings it to Nichols. Nichols back into Arsman. Her shot's up and good. And it's a 19-point lead, the largest of the night for Unity with 5:49 to go here in the second. Over to Smith. Smith down low on the block. She stops, pops, tries to get it off the glass. No good. Stiefel with the rebound. We're headed back the other direction. Stiefel takes in the paint, and it's going to be kicked.
Unity does a very good job of moving the ball quickly, so if they're not open for that shot, they're not standing there just waiting. They swing it quickly and find the open girl.
So Brooke Jarrett, along with Skylar Parker, return for the Lady Hawks. with 5:34 to go in the first half. Inbounding the ball is Nichols. Nichols looks. She was looking for Stiefel, who is coming around instead, throws it back up top on the near side with it. Stiefel on the wing. Goes inside to Arsman. Arsman. Her shot's up and good. So Parker was looking for the ball, and it was knocked out of bounds by Carruthers. And I feel like they said it went out of bounds. Last touch by Clopton.
I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not real sure either. I'm not sure anybody really knows what happened. I think that Clopton thought it was already knocked back out of bounds, and so they went to get the ball.
Yeah, maybe.
So Nichols looks to inbound the ball for Unity. She tosses it up top to Stiefel, back over to Nichols on the far wing. Inside to Arsman. Arsman's shot's up and good. It's a 23-point lead here with 5:11 to go in the first half. Bruni with the basketball. Gets it to Smith. Smith right back to Bruni. Bruni. And now we've got a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 33-10 is our score. 4:59 to go here in the half. You're listening to action from John Wood Community College's Rumble on the River on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
33-10 is our score. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the half. As we mentioned, this game has basically been all Unity, but we kind of expected that going into this one, and I think we're seeing some positive things. Or Clopton's trying to do some positive. They're definitely getting some experience, more experience with the press.
Yeah, and like I said, when we get the ball to the middle of the floor, we're doing a pretty good job of beating that press and getting the shots we want. So it's just making sure we're not dribbling down the sideline into no man's land.
So Bruni with the basketball. Going to come across. She's working against the press. As we mentioned, she crosses, gets it over to Parker. Parker to Smith. Smith over on the far wing. Back up to Parker again. Now swings it to Bruni. Bruni top of the key, working it around. Takes over the far side, dishes it to Smith. She kind of towed the line over there. Thought she might be a little out of bounds. They find Hammett. Ball's loose, and coming away with it is Bruni. Bruni back to Smith again. Bruni swings it to Parker now in the near corner to Hammett. Hammett from the block extended. Shots up and good. She seems to like that little short jumper shot.
Yep.
Long baseball pass up to Barry. Barry up off the glass, and it's good. So they quickly answer, Unity does, and it's 35-12. So Parker with the basketball. Bounce pass up to Smith at the half-court line. She brings it across the timeline all the way down cross-court to Hammett, to Jarrett. However, it gets knocked out of bounds last touch by Unity, so it'll stay with Clopton under their own basket. 35-12 is our score, 4:09 to go in the half. Hammett will inbound the basketball for the Lady Hawks. She smacks the basketball. Looks, gets it into Parker. Parker to Smith. Smith all the way around. She takes it to the hole, and she's going to be fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. And they call it on Knox. And I don't know if Nichols bumped into her, but I saw Nichols reach around and pat Smith.
Yeah, I couldn't see what was happening there.
First free throw shot is up and good. So Bruni's going to come out. Yates is going to return. As Smith will get a second. 35-13. 4:03 to go here in the half. Second free throw shot off the mark. Ball's loose. Here's Nichols with it. They throw it up here to Knox. Knox cross court, and it's taken away by Parker. Parker works now. She's in a trap, in some trouble. She finds Yates. Yates looks up. She's going to bring it across the timeline, works through the defense, tries to get it down low, and trying to save it from going out of bounds is Hammett, and it's going to go back to Unity.
I think Jasmine should have let that one go. Might have been off Unity.
It might have, but, you know, that John Wood down there at the Blazers part of it's a little confusing when you're running towards it. Stifle over there, down low to Shoot, who's in the game. Back up to Knox. Knox is going to be fouled from behind, I believe. They're going to call that on Smith. It'll be her first, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, that's just one on Brea.
Been a pretty clean game so far this evening. 35-13 is our score. 3:32 to go here in the half. First free throw shot from Knox is good. She'll get a second. Don't forget we'll have boys action as well this evening. Immediately following, they will also play Unity. Second free throw shot on the way is also net. 37-13 our score. Parker with the basketball. Works it around. Keeps from losing her dribble. Yates throws it up to Smith. Smith going to go all the way in. Her shot's up. It rolls around just a little too hard. Hits off the backboard or off the back of the rim. Knox with the basketball. Brings it up into the front court. Bounce pass is taken away by Yates. She tries to throw it to Smith. Smith has to chase it down. And tell you what, she uses her little bit of arm reach.
Yeah, she did.
And saves that one. However, the turnover is back in the hands of Unity as Stiefel takes it to the hole. Stiefel, I will get it maybe by the end of the game. Parker throws one up to Hammett, but it's a little too tall for her. Here we go, back the other direction. Stop, pop for two. It's off the back of the rim. It falls good. Stiefel with it makes it 41-13. Parker to Yates. Yates, bounce pass up to Smith. Smith into the front court at the elbow, has her pocket picked, and they're going to call a foul. And I don't think Unity liked that call.
I think she got her across the arm.
I agree.
That's 3 on Knox.
It is also the seventh team foul. So Carruthers and Schaefer return to the basketball game as Smith goes to the free throw line. Yep, here comes even more. Okay, we're all subbing in now. I hope they got them all because I did not pick them all up.
I couldn't keep track.
I could tell you for Clopton, we've got Patchins, Bruni, Smith, Yates, and Riley Coons who's checked in for the first time. And we'll pick up Unities here in just a moment. First free throw shot is up, no good. With the rebound is Carruthers. We have Carruthers, Schult, I think it is, over here. Arsman down low to Carruthers. Her shot's up and good. And it looks like Unity is going to call off the press. At least allow Clopton to cross the half-court line. With it is Smith. Smith over on the far wing brings it back up top to Bruni. Still kind of working that zone defense. Long three on the way from Yates. It's off the mark, but Bruni's there to clean it up. Or excuse me, that's Smith's there to clean it up.
And that's really the first look that Shayna Yates has had. Normally she's set up and ready to shoot those threes.
Yeah, they've done a good job of making them have to work that ball inside. 43-15 is our score with 1:50 to go here in the half. Don't forget we'll have your Cellular Satellite Center halftime report coming up. Barry with it over the far wing now to Carruthers. Carruthers eyes the three. It's off the mark, and Smith again. She's going to tie it up. She and Schaefer tie up. Jump ball favors Unity.
I think that's the first jump ball we've had this whole half.
Yeah, it is. So Schaefer with the ball looks to inbound the ball. They throw a long pass up to Carruthers, and it's tipped away. And now Coots gets in there, and we're going to have back-to-back jump balls.
Spoke too soon.
We did. So now Clopton will have it. But Coots coming in there and immediately tying him up. Doing a good job not getting a foul on that. As Bruni will inbound the ball to Yates. Back to Bruni. She'll bring across the timeline. Over the far wing to Yates. Down low to Talbert. And Talbert's going to be fouled by Schult. We'll see how they pronounce that one. Frank Cash will get me straightened out here.
Schulte.
Schulte. So Talbert will get a 1-and-1. First free throw shot's up, and it's good. 43-16, 1:28 to go here in the half. Talbert will get a second. On the way, high arcing one. This one's off the mark with the rebound is Arsman. Gets it to Carruthers. Carruthers brings it across the timeline. She's picked up by Bruni over here on the near wing. And they throw it back and forth. Arsman over on the far side. Takes it down into the paint. Shots up. It's no good. She's going to the free throw line. 43-16 our score.
That's 3 on Stacia.
So Patchen's going to get ready to sub in. Look, she did good. She didn't pay attention to us. First free throw shot's up and good. She was in the zone.
Focused on the game, Marianne.
She's in the zone. So 44-16 is our score. They haven't put the point up, but I got it up. There we go. We're matching now. As Arsman looks for her second, and it's good as well. 45-16 our score, 1:14 to go in the half. Bruni will bring the ball to the half-court line. Brings it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz back to Bruni. Bruni needs some help, gets it from Smith. Smith almost in a triple team there. They find Yates over on the far wing. Her shot's up, and it's money. There's that three-point shot we were talking about before. She got her first of the night. Carruthers with the basketball and brings over the near side to Barry. Barry tries to force it inside, and it's taken away by Kuntz. Kuntz looks to take it all the way in, gets it off to Smith. Smith goes down. Her shot's up. It's no good. Going to go out of bounds. They're going to let it to roll out. It's going to stay with Clopton.
Devin wanted a foul on Brea's shot.
Well, coaches always want fouls, let's be honest. Yates looks as we're down to 35 ticks to go. They get it in to Bruni, to Smith. I wonder if they realize they can step up to that other three-point line. They don't have to shoot from the second line.
Yeah, it definitely does throw you off, especially if you're not used to the men's and women's three-point line.
Yeah. Bruni down low, back out with it to Smith, and she's a little too hot to handle, goes through her fingertips, and it's going to be a turnover for the Lady Hawks with 18 ticks to go here in the half. So Unity will inbound the ball. Carruthers will get it in to Barry. Bruni will meet him at the half-court line, or just a little bit. Carruthers works it, picks up her dribble, swings over far side to Barry. Barry to Arsman, back up top with it now to Schulte. Into Carruthers. Carruthers shots up and good. She's able to split that defense nicely as well. We're going to go into the half with Unity leading Clopton by the score of 47-19. We've got your Sailor and Satellite Center halftime report coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheese stick and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Marion Everhart, Lauren Loggeman in with you this evening. And Lauren, I don't think our halftime score of 47-19 is a huge shock. We kind of expected a little bit of this going into the basketball game. I'd had a chance to talk with Coach Strebe before the game, and she said that they played this team this summer. I'm not sure exactly where. I'm guessing probably over here somewhere. Yeah. And I think they beat them by 40 at that time. But, we've seen some positives from the Lady Hawks, and especially some players coming off the bench.
Yeah, and Unity's not doing anything spectacular, and I've mentioned a couple times when we are getting the ball down the floor and getting set in our offense, I think we're getting good looks and what we want out of it. It's just making sure we make good passes. They're really long on that press, and then they sit back in that zone and kind of spread it out. But, I think we've seen some positives.
Unity definitely takes up a lot of room. We were talking about they're not real tall, but they are real long, so I'm not real sure what they're feeding them over here in the Mendon-Unity area to give them such nice long arms. But their transitions very well too.
Yeah, they definitely, pretty much as soon as the shot goes up, they're sending a girl back to the basket on offense, at least one, sometimes two girls, and then our help defense is kind of having to decide and split that, but they're very quick on their transition.
Also, we talked about it in the pregame a little bit. You know, this is a difference between a team that is full of experience with Unity versus a team that is rebuilding. I know people don't necessarily like that terminology, rebuilding, refocusing, whatever it is they're redoing, but it's a young team and some people are just learning some new roles for the Lady Hawks.
Yeah, and I think rebuilding is a good word. You know, we graduated 4 seniors last year who were all key components of the team. We have 7 freshmen. We have really 3 true upperclassmen for the Clopton girls. So it is a rebuilding year, and I think they've already improved a ton since the Montgomery tournament. I think you've seen them grow in their confidence, and they'll continue to grow this season. But it's just kind of figuring out a little bit of the game. It's very different coming from JV and even junior high as the freshman to varsity, especially against an experienced team like Unity.
All right, let's take a break here on the Sailor Satellite Center halftime report. We'll have some scoring numbers for you from the first half up next as you're listening to basketball action from Rumble on the River at John Wood Community College here on Eagle 102.
Sailor Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
All right, Lauren, do you have some scoring totals for us here from the first half?
Yeah, for Unity first, we'll go through them. Number 4, Kylie Berry had 5. Carolyn Knox had 2, as did Taylor Nichols. Brooklyn Stifle had 12 points. Sophia Schaefer had 4. Kira Crothers is leading all scorers with 14 points, and Ashlyn Arnsman had 8. And Unity was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. So didn't shoot a ton of free throws, but they're pretty efficient when they're getting to the line. For the Lady Hawks, Brea Smith is leading in scoring with 9 points. Skylar Parker and Stacia Talbert both added 1. Jasmine Hammond has 5, and Shayna Yates has 3. And we are 4 for 8 from the free throw line. So
which is it's kind of a little bit of a shocker, but I don't know in this environment that it is.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty clean half. Like neither team's really shooting free throws. I feel like we usually shoot a little bit better than that from the free throw line, 50%.
Well, you know, you and I talked about a little bit. You obviously got to play over here at this. You got, as you mentioned, you got the early morning games, but I don't think some people realize that playing even just in this environment is completely different than playing on your home court where you have, you know, your fans, you're familiar with your rim, you know how ball bounces off the rim, you know how it bounces off the backboard, you know, everything on the floor is familiar, you have those spots memorized. We talked about, you know, the different out of bounds here, that the out of bounds is much bigger with the walls obviously extending back, which is a little different too, and some of those things just throw you off, especially the young ones.
Yeah, it really does, especially out of bounds lines on the baseline, the walls being further away, it messes with your depth perception because usually, you know, the wall is a little bit closer to to the court than it is here, so that messes with your depth perception. The court is a little bit longer, so you get gassed a lot easier. So, yeah, a lot of different factors playing into that for sure.
We talked about the Clopton Invitational Tournament kicking off on Monday, January 3rd. Of course, it's a lot of fun for us at Eagle 102 as well because we get to spend all week hanging out with everybody down at Clopton High School. The Clopton Lady Hawks come into the tournament seeded number 2. It was kind of almost a toss-up on the girls' side. Ellsbury's the number 1 seed, Clopton's 2. Winfield comes in at number 3, Mark Twain 4, Monroe City 5. Silex is seeded 6, Wright City 7, and Louisiana 8. And, Coach Street and I were talking about it before the game, and really basically anything from 1 to 8, because even Louisiana continues to improve this year. They have shown so much improvement already. You can't even guess how this tournament's going to go.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see some upsets on the girls' side. I don't know how much of an actual upset it is. I feel like it's pretty even throughout the whole bracket, actually, and should be a pretty competitive girls' side.
Mark Twain, Clopton just defeated them this last week for that conference win. Ellsbury and Clopton went into double overtime before, and Ellsbury walked. I think it was a 3-point win, if I'm going off memory.
Yes, I think
something
that's what
right
it was.
there. But took 2 overtimes for him to get that win. Winfield has done a pretty good job of coming in and getting a couple wins this season. Mark Twain's beat Monroe City twice already this year, so it could be a fun time. And Louisiana put up, I think it was 40 points against Bowling Green.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, and I think even more against Van Far. So, Louisiana girls are looking good this year as well. So it could be really anybody's game here, at least for the girls' side at the Clopton Invitational Tournament. We'll talk about the boys' bracket coming up probably in the pregame of the next matchup. Don't forget we do have boys' action immediately following this. And it's going to be Unity's basketball. We start the second half. Clopton has their starters on the court: Talbert, Smith, Bruni, Yates, and Hammett. It looks like it's a starting 5 for Unity as well. Stifle, Nichols, Carruthers, Schaefer, and Arsman. So again, we're at courtside here. We're sitting at the scorer's table. If you're like, why are you at such a weird angle if you're watching online? This is why. And immediately Unity throws the basketball away and turns it over, so Clopton will bring it back the other direction. Unity, who was in basically a press or trap actually in the first half, has gone back to half-court zone defense. Bruni loses the handle on the ball. She picks it up at the half-court line. Now brings it near side to Yates. Yates in the corner with it to Smith. Smith's shot's partially blocked. It goes out comes down loose into the hands of Unity. Nichols brings it across the timeline. She works it to Carruthers. Carruthers skips it cross court to Stifle. Stifle to Arsman. Arsman swings around into the paint. Shots up and good. It's a 30-point lead for Unity as Bruni comes across the half-court line. She works against Carruthers, brings it near side to Yates. Yates looks down with it to Bruni, down low to Smith. Smith working on the block extended on the far side, back up top to Bruni. Bruni bounce pass near side with it to Yates. Yates wants the 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Bruni looks to chase down the loose basketball over on the far side. Try to feed it inside, and it's taken away by Carruthers. Carruthers going to bring it across the timeline. She's guarded by Hammett, now near side with it to Nichols. Nichols back up top to Carruthers, swings the far side to Schaefer. Schaefer down to the block on the far side, and it's going to be Smith who takes to the air on the hip check and picks up the foul.
I think she was anticipating that contact a little bit before she got there.
I kind of wish she had like a little cape on her because the way she flew, I thought it'd be kind of fun.
Got some hang time.
She did. I mean, her braid went and got some air under it, but they throw a long pass into Schaefer up top. Schaefer lobs it to Arsman, but it's taken away by Smith. Smith turns on her jet. She brings it across the timeline, crossover dribble into the paint, and she's going to get away. She tries to stop, but she goes travel.
No, he called a charge.
No.
Yes.
No.
And that's 3 on Brea.
He didn't listen to me.
I definitely think the travel happened before the charge.
Yeah, and she came to a jump stop
yes.
and made contact with the young lady, and she fell down. Oh, Hammett got a steal there off of Nichols. They get to Arsman, swings it far side to Stifle. Stifle's long shot up. It's off the mark, is no good. And here comes Hammett. Hammett grabs it. She's going to go down. She's got the numbers. Doesn't quite have the height, so she backs it up. Dishes it off to Bruni. Bernie takes it to the far side, back near side with it to Yates. Hammett now with the shot. It's off the mark, but Yates with the rebound. Her putback's up and good. 49-21 is our score. Unity still leads this one with 5:53 to go in the third. With the basketball is Carruthers over to the far side to Nichols. Nichols, top of the key, looks down low, finds Stifle underneath her. Shots up and good. Stifle, I promise I'll get it. I mean, don't hold your breath, but it's Bruni with it. Needs some help, gets it from Yates. Yates, top of the key. Down in the near corner to Hammett. Hammett shots up. It's off the mark. It's no good, and it's Stifle. I still said it wrong, didn't I?
No, now I can't remember.
And it's Arsman with the layup. 53-21. We've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 5:13 to go here in the third. Unity leads Clopton as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So we were just talking about this a little bit. It's funny how in different places, different spellings are said different ways. We get that quite a lot. You know, we've got Keel and Kyle and apparently Stiefel and Stifle. And so we'll try to get some of them right.
So, I mean, you technically are right.
Yeah, just maybe not for this area. So Parker with the basketball finds Hammett. Hammett down low. Her shot's blocked. It goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Clopton. Tell you what, I really liked her aggressiveness on the offense. Hammett, that is. She's not afraid to score from the block extended. She tries to drive in there a little bit.
No, and she does a pretty good job at hitting those. That baseline jumper's pretty hard shot to make. Definitely not my favorite one to take.
With it is Yates down low inside. It's taken away as Talbot was looking for the basketball. Arsman with it now gets it back to Nichols. Nichols throws it up to Arsman again over to Schaefer. Schaefer, block, extended, shot up and good. I got Schaefer. We're good on that one.
We know that one.
We got that one. Parker with the basketball. She comes across. Carruthers gets it. They give her a little open lane there. She finds Hammett. Hammett again goes up, trying to draw that foul. Talbot goes up. She doesn't get the foul call, and it's taken away by Arsman into the hands of Stiefel. She's going all the way in. Nice. Oh, that was a nice fake on her side, but the ball rolls off the front of the rim. It's taken away by the Lady Hawks. Here comes Yates. She takes it to the far wing, dishes it off to Parker. Parker now back to Smith, back to Yates again. To Parker. Parker, top of the key, tries to feed inside to Talbot. She's going to be fouled. Kuntz getting ready to return in for Clopton. Arsman picking up a foul.
Her second.
So Knox is returning to the game along with Berry for Unity. As we mentioned, Kuntz checks in for Hammett, who looks like she could use a breather. Yates with the basketball for Clopton. They get it into Kuntz. Kuntz inside. Works it to Talbot, back out to Yates. Yates over to Smith. Smith, her shot's up off the glass, and it's good. And now here comes a long baseball pass up to Berry, across to Arsman. Arsman reverse layup, and that was nice. Arsman, she did that nice little hook shot over her shoulder. Looks like she might have done that once or twice.
Yeah, she's pretty smooth with it.
Parker across the timeline, brings it near side to Yates, to Kuntz. Kuntz from the block extended, shots up. It's a little too hard, comes off the rim into the hands of Nichols. Nichols one dribble, and she gets it off to Stiefel. Stiefel across the timeline, needs some help, gets it from Knox. Or excuse me, Berry. Berry back to Arsman. Her shot's no good. Tries to create some space. This time she finds it. And it's a 59-23 basketball game with 3:11 to go here in the third. Parker again with the ball for the Lady Hawks. She brings it to the top of the key. Kuntz right back to Parker. Parker finds Smith in there, and she's going to be tied up. Jump ball will stay with the Hawks. Jarrett returning. Also subbing in is Lauren Cornwell. And Schulte is returning to the ball game as well. So Yates to inbound the basketball. She looks as she waits for her offense to move. They get it inside to Smith. Smith saves it from going out of bounds, brings it back up top to Parker. Parker, top of the key, works it around to the near side. From the elbow, extended back over to Yates. Yates, long three, and it's off the front of the rim. With the rebound is Knox. Knox playing with, I think, 3 or 4 fouls, I think you said.
She has 3, yep.
And gets it over to Cornwell. It's to Stiefel. Knox, actually buried long shot on the way, and another 2 points. And it's a 61-23 game with 2.5 to go in the third. Parker coming across the timeline. Gets it over to Yates. Yates finds Smith on the far wing. Puts the ball on the court, kicks it back out to Yates. To Parker. Parker, top of the key. She takes it to the elbow, extended. Bounce pass to Kuntz. Kuntz puts the ball on the court, tries to feed it inside to Jarrett. It's taken away by Barry, now in the hands of Knox. Knox working against Parker. She goes all the way in. Yates makes contact. No foul called with the rebound. No foul called there either. There's quite a bit of contact, so they're letting them play a little bit. Far wing with it to Knox. Knox wants a long three, and it's going to be short. Comes down in the hands of Smith. Needs some help. Gets it from Yates. Yates going to bring it across the timeline. Takes it all the way over to the far wing. Tries to throw it up top to Parker. Parker gets it in her hands and down low to Jarrett. Jarrett shots up and good off the glass. Brooke Jarrett with her first 2 points of the night. Makes it 61-25. Knox heads back the other direction. No good. Here's Kuntz with the rebound. Throws it off to Parker. Parker, they're telling her take it all the way in. We've seen her do that, and look at that. She draws the foul. Parker, just a freshman, right?
Yes.
We've seen her not be scared at all to take it to some of the defenses in some of the games we had earlier this season.
I definitely think she'll be one to watch the next couple of years.
61-25 is our score as Parker tries to add to that lead. With the first free throw, she misses. Patchins and Bruni check back in the game for Jarrett and Smith. Smith could probably use some oxygen. She's made me breathe heavy just watching her. 1:20 to go here in the third. Oh, Jarrett's like, never mind. Second free throw shot is no good as well. Chasing down the loose basketball, though, is Patchin. Nope, now it ends up in the hands of Schaefer. They throw a long pass up to Barry. Down low with it to Schulte. Her shot's no good, and that's going to go out of bounds, and are they going to call a foul on Kuntz, or they're just going to call it out of bounds?
I think they just called out of bounds. But that right there is what I'm talking about with how long they are. If we would have been in rebounding position, probably would have had an over-the-back call.
So with it, Knox holds the ball high as she looks. They get it inside to Schulte. Her shot's up and good. So Parker back to Bruni. Bruni going to do the ball handling for the Lady Hawks as she comes across the half-court line. Brings it to the near side to Kuntz, down to Jarrett. Jarrett shots up. It's a little short. Comes down in the hands of Knox. She throws it up to Barry. Barry working against Bruni, dishes it off to Cornwell. Back up top with it to Knox. Knox with the left hand, dishes it off to Schulte. Back to Cornwell. Schaefer over on the far wing, now in the far corner with it is Knox. Working around, guarded against by Bruni. Starts directing traffic. Near side with it to Barry, lobs it right back in, that backdoor pass up and good. It's a 40-point lead for Unity with 22 seconds to go here in the third. Smith set to check back in. Get it over to Kuntz. Now to Parker. Parker back to Bruni. And Knox gets the steal, and she's all alone. Takes her time, goes up, lays it up off the glass, and it's another 2 points. And it's down to 5 seconds to go here in the third. Bruni brings it across the timeline. Long throw at the buzzer, and that's how the third quarter ends. We've got your final quarter of action coming up next as you're listening to Rumble on the River from John Wood Community College on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
As we start the fourth quarter, Unity has lead at 67-25. So, of course, we'll have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. And we'll have boys action immediately following. But I tell you what, at this time, I mean, everything's just going right for Unity.
Yeah, they've shot the ball extremely well. I'd say they're probably shooting 80% or so from the floor. But they're getting high percentage shots. A lot of their scoring's coming from the block. They just do a good job of running the floor and ball cutting.
And forcing those turnovers.
Yes, yep. They're just so long. They just get in the passing lanes really well.
And so Unity will have the ball here to start the final quarter. It'll be Schaefer getting the ball in to Knox. Knox guarded by Smith. Over back to Schaefer over the far wing. Working against Parker, takes all the way down. Shot is blocked in there by Smith. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. It was such a nice block in there by Smith, the little short girl. For most standards.
You always love getting those as a short person.
And they find Schulte right off the bat. Her shot's up and good. Makes it 69-25 as we just get started here in the fourth. So Parker with the basketball. They force her to the right, gets it to Smith. Smith over on the far wing. Needs some help back to Parker, top of the key. To Patchins. Now in the near corner to Jarrett. Jarrett back up top to Parker on the near side, right in front of Clopton's bench. Gets it to Smith. Smith shots up. It's no good. Patchin getting in there and knocking the ball away. They find Kuntz. Kuntz goes up. Her shot off the glass is just too high on the glass. With the rebound was Unity. Oh, they have another Frankel in. Another one. Knox goes up and Patchins gets a big deny. So Patchins is going to send Knox to the free throw line. 69-25 as our scores time continues to wind here. It's 6.5 to go. The first free throw shot is up and good. 70-25. Second free throw shot off the mark. Patchins with the rebound. They get to Smith. Smith. I'm really enjoying you watch her. She knows she's about to turn on those jets when she bites her bottom lip.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another turnover for the Hawks. They get to Schaefer. Schaefer goes down against Parker. Shots up and good. So Parker brings it back the other direction. Over the far side to Smith. Smith working around up top, gets it to Parker. Parker takes it to the free throw line, kicks it out to Jarrett. Jarrett back over top, finds Smith in the paint, has her pocket pick. Parker cleans it up. Now back to Jarrett again. Jarrett shots long, and it's good. And they're going to say it was a three. Brooke Jarrett with the tray for the Lady Hawks and makes it 72-28, 5.5 to go here in the ball game. So Knox with the basketball. Goes cross court with it to Schulte. Schulte back cross court to Cornwell. Cornwell puts the ball on the court, picks up her dribble. And Barry just kind of lackadaisical there, just waiting. Schaefer spins into the paint. Her shot's up. It's no good. And coming from the behind is Smith. Smith with the rebound. She's pushing it into the front court. Pulls up on the wing. Needs some help. Gonna get it from Parker. Parker back to Jarrett. Jarrett wants another three. And it was just off the mark. And the rebound was to Barry. Barry gonna bring it across the timeline for Unity. Over in the near corner with it to Knox. Knox wants a three, and she gets it. 75-28 is our score. 4:46 to go here in the ball game. Smith inbounds it to Parker, and Parker's going to bring it across the timeline. Parker brings it up to the top of the key. Loses the handle, but able to get it back. Tries to feed it down low to Patchen, but it goes out of bounds. Checking back in is... Oh, that's Cornwell. I was calling Frankel Cornwell. My apologies. But Jarrett will now inbound the basketball for Clopton. Get to Patchen, now at the Smith. Here goes Jarrett again. She wants another three, and it's another big bomb for Brooke Jarrett.
No, I think Brooke could be another one to watch the next few years. She's only a freshman. She can shoot the ball well from outside. She's also big. I think you could get her down there and utilize her in the post.
Shot deflected by Unity. Here comes Smith. Smith goes back the other direction. Gonna pull back, get behind the arc. She's working against this defense, looking for some help. Her ball handling skills continue to improve each game she's in. Parker with it now. She's up top, swings it over to Kuntz. Kuntz inside to Patchen. Patchen goes up. Her shot's no good. Ball's tipped around. Poor Smith. She spent more time on the court getting knocked around, too, trying to play catch-up from behind. As we're down to 3.5 minutes to go here in this ball game. Long three from Barry, and it's a bomb. 78-31 is our score. 3:21 to go here in the ball game. Parker with the basketball. In the near corner, Jarrett. She wants another. Oh, rims in and out, no good. And they're going to, on the rebound, Unity chases it out and goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with Clopton. Look, Brea's like, please, an oxygen tank.
Give me a break. You know, I've really been impressed with Brea this year. I thought last year as a freshman, she improved a lot. Definitely was a little timid at the start of the season, but she just comes out and gets after it every game. Does not matter who they're playing. I
tell you what, when that game's over with, you can tell that girl has left every bit of it on the court.
Absolutely.
So really, we talked about it before. Clopton has several players to watch as they're going to continue to develop, as they're such a young team now. So, and really on any given night, the next player may step up. You don't know.
Yep.
Parker with the basketball now. Bounce pass inside to Kuntz. Kuntz in a little bit of trouble. Tries to go cross court to Jarrett, and it's going to go out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Unity, so it should stay with Clopton. So Yates to inbound. With it to Parker. Parker pulls up. She's going to try and bank one in. It's just short, but it's Talbert coming away with the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession now stays with the Hawks. They asked Stacia if she's okay. She's like, yeah.
I'm fine.
What you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of whiplash there.
Maybe. We're down to 1:48 to go here in the ball game as Yates to inbound the basketball again. She looks, gets back into Parker. Parker tries to feed it into Jarrett, and there's going to be a reach over the back. As she put her hand in the middle of Jarrett's back, knocked it away. So with 1:28 to go, we've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 1:25 to go in this ball game. Unity has the lead, 78-31. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
As we mentioned, 1:25 to go in this basketball game. It's Unity that's going to pick up the win unless Coach Street over here has some miraculous game plan to make up a 78-31 lead.
You know, I'd love to see that. If anybody has any ideas, let us know.
And let's be honest, if she can come up with that, she's going to go all the way.
Coaching in the NBA.
She's going to coach in the NBA. That's right. Not even WNBA. She's going straight to the NBA.
Straight for LeBron.
Yeah, don't you ever wonder what she would do with LeBron? I think she'd tell him to sit down and be quiet.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, we've got the final 1:25 to go. Here's Kuntz is going to inbound the basketball for the Lady Hawks. Riley looks. They get it into Yates, and Kuntz was standing out of bounds when the ball came back to her. It was a nice idea. She just hadn't moved inbounds quite quick enough.
Didn't quite establish herself yet.
I did like when she stepped in bounds and had to hold of it, she kind of looked and just smiled.
Yeah, hoping maybe the referees didn't notice.
They didn't see where her feet were. So Barry with the basketball for Unity, takes it in the paint. Shots up and good, and the +1. So 80-31 is our score. Talbert will pick up her her fourth foul, right?
Yes.
So nobody's going to foul out as the time continues to go, as free throw shots on the way and good. And I tell you what, Unity's done a very good job of shooting those free throws this evening.
Yes, they have.
We won't be surprised if by the end of the season we're talking about Unity in the state playoffs, making it pretty deep. Jarrett looks for another three. Now back up to Yates. Yates swings it around over to Kuntz. Kuntz down low, cross court to Yates. Yates wants to fire a three. Her shot's off the mark. Jarrett tries to save it from going out of bounds with no luck, and we're down to the final 20 seconds. 81-31 is our score. Been all Unity. Cornwell with the basketball. Going to bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Knox. Knox moves it around to Barry. Barry, guard against by Jarrett. Back up top to Schulte. Now there's a steal by Kuntz. Kuntz going to have it. She's going to go all the way, and it's too little too late, and that is how the ball game ends. Unity beats Clopton by the score of 81-31. We've got your postgame show coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, Lauren, we talked about it before. It's probably not a huge shock as Unity picked up the win over Clopton, 81-31. Unity, we talked about it numerous times throughout the broadcast, especially during the game, or during the pregame show. It was, a very experienced team versus a very young team.
Yeah, I think that definitely showed. I don't think our girls played bad by any means. Unity just gets after it. They do the little things right. They do a great job of running the floor and running through their offense until they get what it is that they're looking for out of it.
Well, one of the things that we're still looking at with Clopton, and they're still working on adjusting, is roles in the game. Everybody seems to be still trying to figure out exactly what their role is and how the others are going to move on the court. We see some really positive things. We saw, some very quick hands. We saw Clopton forcing some turnovers. We saw them working it down and shooting from inside. We saw them shooting from outside. We saw, Jasmine Hammett from the block extended. She was able just to pull up and get those jump shots. We saw Brooke Jarrett drop a couple threes on the night, and that was off the bench. Brea Smith has continued to be a force not only on offense but defensively, getting in there. Sometimes the shortest girl out there is coming away with the basketball. And really, Talbert and Patchins, they came in and did some nice work underneath as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier, rebuilding, and I do think this is a rebuilding year. We'll get everybody back except for Abigail Patchins next year. So I really think the next few years we should have a very strong team. And as people fill in those roles and learn what it is that they're supposed to do on the court and just learn how to play with each other.
And, of course, it would be remiss if we didn't talk about some nice ball handling skills from, Shanna Yates and Madeline Bruni and Skylar Parker. They're, still refining some of those skills. They haven't had to be the lead ball handler, yet. So, we're still fresh into the season, them learning these new roles. And and some that takes a little bit of adjustment, but I think we see them moving in the right direction.
And I do think one of the nice things for this group is Coach Street can pretty much put anyone off the bench, and we're still going to be as strong. So, you know, we can look to our bench if girls get in foul trouble and not have to worry about quality of play going down at all. And so you can get people breathers as they need to, and really just sub anyone in for anybody on the floor at any point.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back with the scoring from this matchup. Then we'll get things set up and return for the pregame show for the boys matchup. Again, Clopton falls to Unity Mendon by the score of 81-31. Abel's postgame show continues next here on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
All right, Lauren, you got some scoring figures for us from that first game?
Yeah, we'll start for Mendon-Unity. They had 5 girls in double digits tonight. Kylie Berry had 13. Carolyn Knox had 10. Taylor Nichols had 2 points. Brooklyn Stiefel,
whichever
way,
yeah.
Added 14. Sophia Schaefer had 8. Kira Crothers also had 14. And Ashlyn Arnsman led scoring for both teams with 16 points, and Delaney Schulte finished out scoring for Unity with 4. And Unity was 7 for 9 from the free throw line. So, like I mentioned at halftime, not a ton of free throw shooting happening for either team, but when Unity was getting to the line, they were very efficient. For the Lady Hawks, Brea Smith led scoring with 11. Skylar Parker and Stacia Talbert each added 1. Jasmine Hammett and Shayna Yates both added 5 points, and Brooke Jarrett had 8 points coming off the bench, had 2 threes, and I think a shot from the block late in the fourth quarter for the Lady Hawks. And they were 4 for 10 from the free throw line. So
a little down for their average, but again, not necessarily unexpected in this environment.
Yeah, and a pretty clean game defensively from both teams. The Lady Hawks had 9 fouls and Unity had 11, so pretty clean on the defensive end.
All right, well, let's set, and we'll come back with the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show as we're getting set for boys action. It's the Clopton Hawks and the Mendon-Unity Mustangs next on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Okay, Lauren, so there's one thing that is throwing me off right off the bat, and I'm sure that there's a good explanation. I should have asked Frank Cash about it when I had an opportunity down here. But the girls' uniforms and the boys' uniforms are two different colors.
Yeah, the girls have the baby blue with the maroon trim, and the boys have no baby blue anywhere. They just have white with
the
maroon.
Was there maroon as the
yeah,
trim?
I think it was maroon.
Oh, I thought it was black. So so either way, it kind of threw me off a little bit. We are the same team. We are the same schools.
Yep.
I just assumed that maybe one school, but since it is a co-op school, one school's one color, one school's another color. And
hadn't thought about that. That
maybe
makes sense.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to find out that answer. But anyway, because I see the girls leaving the locker room and they have maroon shirts on. So I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm going to tackle and get that information from Frank before I leave, and we'll have that. But let's talk about these two matchups. According to Mr. Cash, who, again, sat in with us on the pregame show for the girls, this game should probably be a little bit closer because both teams are kind of in the same boat, so to speak. Both of them graduated a nice senior class and are having players step into some new roles.
Yeah, and I definitely think our boys, kind of same thing with the girls, have improved a lot since the Montgomery tournament. They're kind of learning those roles, so it should be a little bit closer game.
Well, Coach Francis and I were talking before the game about, the thing with the Clopton boys right now is they're looking for some consistency. I asked him what his thoughts were on this game, and his comment was, well, it depends on which team shows up this evening.
Yep.
They just came off a nice win over Mark Twain, again, picking up that conference win. He said, and sometimes that plays in our favor and sometimes it doesn't. He said, so we'll just see, what the boys show up ready for this evening, but still looking for some players to step up into their key roles, especially Mason Street and Tyler Kuntz, which are the two that are returning with probably the most varsity experience.
Yeah, Mason and Logan Dalrymple are two seniors, and then Tyler Kuntz, a junior. I think Mason and Tyler, Friday night, both of them I thought did a little bit of a better job of stepping up and kind of filling in those roles that Coach Francis was hoping they would. So hopefully we see that from them again tonight.
All right, that's going to take care of part of the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We'll have your keys to the game for you coming up next here on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Lauren, I think probably one of the biggest keys for tonight's game is, we talked about a little bit, is Mason Street and Tyler Kuntz getting on point tonight.
Yeah, I think if they both play aggressive, they should be good. Mason's pretty unstoppable if he gets down and gets in the block. He can handle the ball pretty well, and he can get out on defense and get some steals. So hopefully they're both bringing it on both ends of the floor, and like you said, just filling in those roles that Coach Francis was hoping they would.
I think one of the other keys is probably something that, is pretty general. It's a generalized one. Everybody knows it. And you're going to have to take care of the basketball. And probably from the looks of things tonight, rebounding is going to be key for Clopton. Just sitting here courtside looking at the difference in size, it looks like Clopton has the height advantage pretty well for the most part here over the Mendon-Unity ball player. So getting in that position and not picking up those fouls while rebounding because you have that height advantage.
Yeah, I think sometimes a couple games our boys have gotten in some foul trouble, not rebounding, and then they just go in there after the ball. So definitely getting in position. I for sure feel like looking at them, we definitely have the height advantage. So getting in position and making sure we're being strong with the ball when we get it and making good passes.
All right, that's going to take care of our keys to the game. Let's talk a little bit about the boys' side of the bracket for the Clopton Invitational Tournament. It's a little different from the girls. We have a few standout teams on the boys' side, starting with Monroe City. And, boy, they are picking up right where they left off last year. They are on a hot streak, state-ranked. They are the number 1 seed. And coming in at number 2 is Winfield, who's also been pretty hot this year. But not to discount the number 3 seed, Louisiana Bulldogs. They've picked up some nice wins. They've looked to improve already over last season, so I think any of those top 3 teams will definitely stand a good chance at seeing in the championship game. Now, Ellsbury has picked up a few wins more this season. They come in as the number 4 seed, and they're going to take on number 5 Clopton. Now, they did beat Clopton. Was it last week when that game was?
Yes.
But Clopton has a tendency to pick up, or at least Coach Francis has a tendency to pick up on some things that may have not gone the Hawks' way in that game, make those adjustments for the next time they meet. But Coach Johnson and the Ellsbury Indians, they've done a good job of stepping up and improving over what they had last year as well.
I definitely don't think our boys played their best fourth quarter. I felt like the first 3 quarters we played Ellsbury pretty well. It was a very close game, and we just got kind of sloppy with it. And that fourth quarter had way too many turnovers. So
that's actually the key matchup on Tuesday night. The 4 Ellsbury take on the number 5 Clopton, and then that could go a lot of different directions. Yep. Then we'll see number 6 is Wright City, number 7 Mark Twain, and rounding out number 8 is the Salix Boys. And they've got a new coach this year as well, and have picked up some wins early on this season. And like everybody else, they were kind of rebuilding. They had a really young team last year, so this is kind of their second year together. The thing about the boys side of the bracket, they're full of returning players, except for Clopton for the most part.
Yeah, yep, definitely. Our boys and our girls pretty much are the same. You have a lot of freshmen coming in and not really a whole lot of upperclassmen, which this year is not the most ideal situation, but in the coming years will really be helpful.
So let's take a look at those the Clopton Invitational Tournament. Again, it kicks off Monday, January 3rd. You can find those brackets online now at kjfmradio.com. That's going to take care of the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. When we return, we'll have your starting lineups and opening tip here on Eagle 102.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, Infant through Adult Immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, we're going to do the starting lineups, or we're going to attempt to get through these starting lineups because Frank Cash isn't sitting here next to us to tell us how to pronounce one or two of these last names for Unity. So the Clopton Hawks, the visitors on the scoreboard, of course, in their black jerseys with white numbers and red trim. They're starting a junior guard wearing number 1, Tyler Kuntz. A sophomore guard wearing number 3, Chase Hall. A senior forward wearing number 33, Mason Street. a sophomore forward wearing number 42, Cash Evans, and a freshman guard wearing number 44, Kane Evans. So we'll go by Kane and Cash. Not that that won't keep me tongue-tied anyway. We get those on there. But on the other side of the ball, they are starting a 5'10 junior wearing number 3, Ryle Duke. A 5'10 junior guard wearing number 4, Caleb Kaspari. We think
that's what I would go
Kaspari.
with.
And that's not even the hard one. It's this next.
I'll let you take this next one.
Senior guard standing at 5'9", wearing number 5, Vincent. Yeah, Magliacci. Yeah, we're going to call him Vincent.
I have no idea.
We're going to call him Vincent. A 6-foot sophomore guard wearing number 21, Cody Schaefer, and a 6'4" forward sophomore wearing number 22, Melvin McMillan. So Marion's really shooting for McMillan, Schaefer, and Duke to do a lot of the ball handling and shooting, because I'm going Caleb and Vincent and may have to have first names this evening. So unfortunately, the gentleman who was going to ask to do the pronunciations was off wetting his whistle as well. And I saw that someone's mommy done brought her some M&Ms.
She brought them, but my dad paid for them, so they do love me.
They do?
Yes.
Are you sure? But I noticed that there's some guy sitting over there with this looking kind of rugged that you all brought with you too.
Yeah, it's some college student. We picked him up on the side of the road.
He looks like he might be hungry.
Probably.
It's a whole family affair here this evening.
Yep. What else do we do with our evenings in the Logman household?
I was going to say they probably really don't know what to do. They're probably glad you stepped into coaching because they didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sure they wanted to spend their evenings in junior high girls basketball.
You know, I think I recall talking to your mom, and she was like really excited about your dad stepping away from coaching, because then she was going to be like, okay, I'm done. Yep. And then what happened? Lauren says, oh, no, wait, I want to step in as well.
They were excited. Friday evening was their 27th wedding anniversary, and I think it was the first one where Dad didn't have a ball game or we didn't have a ball game. What did we do? Went to a ball game.
So we're going to let Frank Cash do a little bit of PA announcing here. Since he does such a nice job, we'll listen to him.
6'2" senior, number 33, Mason Street. 6'4" sophomore, number 42, Cash Evans. And a 6-foot freshman, number 44, Kane Evans. Clopton is coached by Tony Francis. He's assistant at Jason Hall. And now the starting lineup for the home team in tonight's game, the Mustangs from Unity. A 5'10" junior, number 3, Ryle Duke. 5'10" junior, number 4, Caleb Casper. 5'9" senior, number 5, Vincent Magliochetti. 6-foot sophomore, number 21, Cody Schaefer. And a 6'4" sophomore, number 22, Melvin McMillan.
Well, so the Hawks made liars out of me, as their numbers are not white like the girls. They are gray with the red trim.
Close enough.
And we're still going to call them Caleb and Vincent, because that ain't happening.
You were pretty close on both of them.
I was, but I will spend more time trying to get their name right than I will making the call.
Get behind on the play.
Yeah, so we'll just go with first names tonight. I know all of our regular listeners understand. They're like, that's how Marion works.
You got to make it easy for yourself.
So Street is going to jump center, and it looks like it's the Hawks in control of the basketball. Kuntz with the ball over on the half-court line, gets it off to Hall on the far wing. Again, we are sitting courtside at the scorer's table. We do appreciate the folks at John Wood Community College making room for us. Evans, that's a Cash with the first 2 points of the night, and the Hawks take the lead first, 2-0. So with the basketball is Schaefer. Schaefer up top to Caleb. Caleb brings it up. He looks, and it's Cash with the steal on, and, of course, the first foul, too. That's not exactly how you want to start. You played not even 30 seconds, and you pick up a foul. But Cash Evans gets the first foul of the night. Unity will inbound the ball, and that is Duke with the basketball. Looks for somebody to get it into. Finally finds player over on the far wing. Shots up. It's no good. Chasing down the loose basketball. And we're going to have tie up on the court. And it took not even 40 seconds for us to have a jump ball in this game.
Hopefully we keep pace with the girls' games and we don't have a lot of jump balls. But
that would be nice.
We'll see.
Ball was in favor of Unity, and now Street's going to pick up a foul as he was going for the basketball. And if you can hear the Clopton faithful behind us, they didn't quite agree with that one.
Yeah, don't know that I agree, but I can't be yelling at the scores table and on the radio.
That's right, Lord. You're not in the coach's seat. And they call a moving screen against Unity. And I think everybody back behind us was holding their breath because they're pretty sure they thought Mason was going to pick up a second foul.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Hall with the basketball, trying to get around this trap and tries to bring it over here in front of us to Kuntz. Back to Hall. Hall takes it across the timeline, dishes it off to Kane. Kane holds the ball over on the far wing. With the ball on the near side is Kuntz. Now to Street. We're going to have to talk to Coach Francis standing right in front of our camera.
Don't think he's staying in the coach's box.
No. Yep, and now Jordan Genuine is going to get ready to check into this ball game. Whoops. Oh, no, I thought he said.
He definitely said Jordan.
Yep, he
Logan
did.
Dalrymple.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that I may not be good with names, but I know that Dalrymple is not Genuine. So with the basketball is Caleb for Unity. Works the ball around. Over to the far side with the basketball is Unity. Back up top. Looking in there is Schaefer. Schaefer dishes the ball off to Duke. Back up top with the basketball. Now with it to Caleb once again. Caleb looking for somebody to dish it off to. Takes it down himself. Picks it up. Off to Vincent. Vincent back up top with the basketball. Dishes it off to Duke. Duke waits, resets this offense. Swings the ball, and now we've got a 3-second lane violation. Turnover as Cash will inbound the basketball for the Hawks. Cash gets it into Hall. Hall back up to Kuntz. Kuntz throws it up to Dalrymple. Dalrymple all alone underneath the basket, and it falls good. Logan Dalrymple makes it 4-0 in favor of Clopton. Caleb gets the basketball to Duke. Duke brings it across the timeline. We're at 4:59 to go here in the first quarter as Schaefer has the ball. Works it over to the far wing, back now next side to Caleb in the corner. With it to Duke. Duke works it around. Runs in some trouble, named Cash Evans. Still in some trouble, goes cross court. They try to split the defense, and now Chase Hall is going to pick up a foul. So it looks like Caleb will be going to the free throw line. Is he saying Casper?
I wasn't listening. I was trying to listen to the coach, but.
Listen to those coaches' ears come in there. I'm trying to listen to what coaches are saying out here.
Might learn something.
You might. There you go. First free throw shot is up and no good by Caleb. He'll get a second. Free throw shot on the way, and it's good. First points on the board tonight now for Unity as Cash gets it in to Kuntz, to Hall. Hall takes it across the timeline. Hall looks, and it's Kane with the basketball, and gets knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, so he'll stay with Clopton. So Dalrymple will inbound the basketball on the far side. Gets up to Kuntz. Kuntz eyes a long three. It's off the rim. No good. Cash attempts to get the rebound, but Kane gets it. He puts it back. It's no good. With the rebound is Unity. With the basketball over to the far side. And then it's going to be a foul.
Travel.
Yeah, poor guys. Now the boys are trying to understand that we're not the check-in table.
Yep. Although, I did notice we have the arrows right in front of us.
We do. We could start messing with things.
We should just turn them on.
So Cash inbounds the ball to Genuine, who's now in the ball game, who we thought was coming in a little earlier. Clopton loses a handle on the ball, but Kuntz gets it, and he's tied up. Ball's loose again. They're letting him play. Caleb with it now as Genuine runs toe-to-toe, goes down. Caleb shots up. It's no good. With the putbacks, Duke, it's no good. Caleb with the rebound, trying to create some space. It's still no good. Everybody's going underneath the basketball, and now we're going to have a jump ball. In case you're wondering, that was Coach Francis saying, hey, block out.
Yeah, nobody was getting in position.
So Evans to inbound the basketball. He looks. Gets it into Genowine. Genowine pushes the ball up into the front court. Skips it over to Dalrymple. Back up top to Genowine. Genowine looks down low to Evans. Evans, how is he not getting called a foul on that one?
His hand was completely wrapped around him. That definitely should have been something.
So with it on the near side, Genowine right in front of Unity's bench, dishes it off to Kuntz. Kuntz takes it to the hole. His shot's up and good. Tyler Kuntz makes it 6-1 with 4:28 to go here in the first quarter. So with the basketball is Schaefer. Schaefer bringing it across the timeline, dishes over to Caleb on the far wing now to Duke. Duke looking now. He thought about putting up the three. Instead puts the ball on the court, kicks it out near side to I think it's Menard. As he snuck in on me. Duke with it again, swings it all the way over to the far side. Down low inside, and it's about taken away. Back in the hands of Duke. Duke wants a three, and it's off the mark. With the rebound is Genowine. Skips it to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to push it into the front court. Bounce pass over to Hall, too hot to handle. Goes out of bounds. So checking in now is going to be Jason Hain, and Kane Evans returns for Chase Hall and Cash Evans. And looks like we've got another sub coming in for Gavin Koenig. We'll actually see if they pronounce it the same on this side of the river or not.
There you go. Got it right.
Got that one. We'll take that one. But he didn't take out one of my Vincents or my Caleb's. So Caleb with the basketball for Unity. Brings it near side to Duke. Duke working against this defense, takes it in the paint, picks up his dribble, skips it over to Caleb on the far side. Caleb's long shot on the way, and it's no good with the rebound underneath the basketball. It's Dalrymple. Throws it up to Genowine. Genowine brings it in the front court, down to the paint, down low, tries to feed it into Hain, and it goes out of bounds. And back to Unity. So Caleb with the basketball. Works over the far side to Duke. Duke on the far wing, drives down low into the box, runs in some trouble, kicks it back out top. Into the paint with the basketball, back to McMillan. McMillan working against Dalrymple. Hands it off to Caleb. Caleb takes it in, runs into some trouble, called the defense of the Hawks. Hain with the basketball, skips it near side to Genowine, it's going to go out of bounds. Maglachetti.
I think you could get it.
Maglachetti. We could try that one. We'll see how it goes. Genowine with the basketball. Behind his back. Brings it across the timeline. And he's going to be fouled.
Fouled by Caleb.
Oh, boys. They don't understand the assignment.
A couple of them had it.
A couple of them did, but at least they're nice and they pat the board in front of us.
Yeah.
Kuntz inbounds to Cash. Cash Evans drives along the baseline. Skips inside to Kane. Kane shots up and good from one Evans to the next. And it's an 8-1 basketball game. With the basketball is McMillan. McMillan runs down against Cash. Needs some help. Finds it from Duke. Duke shots up and good. That's the first field goal for Unity here in the first quarter with 2:30 to go. Hall with the basketball for the Hawks. He takes it across the timeline. Over the far wing, hands it off to Kane. Kane between the circles. Tries to feed it to Kuntz. Kuntz doesn't get a foul called on that one either. Kane with it back to Cash to Genowine. Genowine into the paint. He goes and tries to shoot over everybody. Nobody there for the rebound except for Unity. They get to Vincent, and they lose a handle on it. Here goes Chase. Chase to Kane. Kane slows things down, gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz down low from the block, extended too hard. Ball's tipped around, and I'm not even sure who to credit that one with.
I'm not really sure either. Cash, maybe? I think that's who they gave it to.
Duke with the basketball. His shot's up. It's no good. Ball's rolling around. It's going to go out of bounds as Duke was standing out of bounds. Even though the Hawks are up by 7, 10-3, Coach Francis not exactly happy here with the one, hoping that his Hawks kind of get things more to looking a little better. How about that?
Yeah.
Here with 1:45 to go. Looking a little sloppy are the Hawks at the moment. Kuntz with the basketball. He's looking. Back to Cash. Cash to Kane. Kane behind the back. Brings it across the half-court line. Dishes it off to Chase. Chase Hall with it over the far wing with it to Genowine. Genuine dribbling around on the wing, tries to get it down low to Cash. Cash finds Kane headed to the block, and instead he's going to be fouled by Menard. Maynard. Should have known I'd have it wrong. I know.
It happens.
Kuntz to inbound the basketball. Gets it over to Hall. Hall on the far side, back up to Genuine between the circles, and then she tries to force it inside, and it's taken away by Unity. And they get it to Schaefer. Schaefer going to cross the timeline. He's guarded by Kane. Now on the near side with it is Maynard. Back up top to McMillan. McMillan bounce pass to Schaefer. Schaefer between the circles. Back to Maynard. Tries to feed it inside. Back outside. Caleb with the three. So it's 10-6 is our score with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Kane with the basketball to Hall. Hall works around the defense, brings it across the timeline. With the ball is Kuntz. Kuntz takes it down to the hole. Shot up, count the bucket and the foul. So Kuntz headed to the charity stripe for the +1 with 34.8 seconds to go.
Lynn Hall's trying to tell them where to go. They're just not listening.
Yeah, they're going to have a talk here at end. Also coming in the basketball game is Dylan Hortzmeyer for Kane. 12-6 is our score, 34.8 seconds to go in the first. This has been a Clopton lead from the get-go as Kuntz looking for the and one, and he gets it. Long throw up to Duke. Duke in some trouble, needs some help, looking for the other brother, Carter Casperier. And there's a shot in there, good from McMillan. So now I really have a good reason to call them by the first
names.
Caleb and Carter. I believe we called it travel. Is that what I saw?
Yes, on Chase.
So Hall with the travel. So Carter, and by the way, it's spelled Kaspare, if you want to know what I'm trying to pronounce.
Kaspari.
I swear it almost sounds like he's saying Casper. But with the basketball, it's Caleb to Carter. Carter eyes the three, and it's off the mark. Ball's loose. Coming away with the rebound was tempted to be Dalrymple, but that's how the first quarter ends. Clopton has the lead, a 13-8. We've got second quarter action for you next here on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So I think my scoreboard over here got a little happy. I think when I was switching it over, I accidentally hit and gave Unity 2 extra points. 13-8 is our score. This has been a Clopton lead from the onset. And really, if they can kind of slow things down a little bit, Lauren, and maybe kind of clean up some of their passes, I think that Clopton stands a good chance at gaining a much bigger lead here.
Yeah, I think our boys want to play a quick game, but we don't want to rush it, and I feel like we're rushing it now. Unity's doing a good job of applying pressure, that full court press, and kind of making us take 4 shots. We're not necessarily making the passes that we want to make, so just need to kind of slow it down and play our game.
So Unity has the ball to start the second quarter here. It's Carter with it near side to Duke. Duke looks inside of McMillan, cross court with it to Caleb. Caleb shots on the way. It's no good. Ball's loose, and coming away with the rebound is supposed to be Dalrymple, and he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be Duke picking up the foul.
His second.
So Cash Evans to inbound the basketball. And Vincent checks back in now for Duke. So Chase and Caleb kind of having to already be like, hey, you two are going to have to take it easy here. They get the ball into Kuntz. Kuntz over on the far side. He brings it into the front court, tries to avoid the trap, gets the ball away to the hands of Kane. Now to Chase. Hall down low to Cash. Cash to Kane, back out to Kuntz. Kuntz eyes the three, and it's money. Tyler Kuntz with the 3 points makes it 16-8 as Caleb brings it across the timeline. Excuse me, that's Carter. Now Caleb has it. Caleb dribbling between the circles. Brings it to the near side of Carter. Carter looks inside, nothing there, dishes it off to Koenig. Down low in the paint, shots up, it's no good, and we're going to have a foul, and it's going to be a defensive one over the back of Dalrymple.
Logan's doing a great job of getting in there and getting position on the box out.
So Evans, Cash to inbound the ball, gets it to Kane. Kane back to Cash. Brings it across the timeline. Hands it off to Dalrymple. Dalrymple to Hall on the far side. Brings that to Kane. Kane down low to Cash. Cash over top of everybody. Shot's no good. Gets his own rebound. Putback's no good. Gets it again. Tries a third time. It's still not a charm. And now there's a steal by the Hawks as Hall has the basketball. Is knocked away by Dalrymple into the hands of Hall. Kuntz up top with it to Cash. Or excuse me, to Kane. Kane looks back to Hall. Back to Kuntz. Kuntz being guarded by Carter in this man-to-man defense. Cash getting away with a little travel there in the paint. Kicks it out to Hall, now over in the far corner to Kane. Kane swings it to Dalrymple, now to Kuntz, top the key to Hall on the side. Cash looks inside, gives a fake, loses a handle on the ball, but gets it back. Skips it over to Kuntz. Kuntz gives a head fake. Out to Kane again. Kane works it around to Kuntz. Kuntz, another three on the way. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Vincent. Vincent pushes as it comes across the half-court line. Throws a long one to Carter. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line with 6:01 to go here in the half. Is this their first trip to the free throw line?
No. Caleb has been free throw line.
Gotcha.
Trying to decide if I think, are they identical?
I don't think so. First shot's up and good. If I were a guessing person, just simply, well, I don't know. Now they turned around and looked like.
I know. I can't get a good enough look at their faces.
I thought maybe for a second it looked like maybe Carter was. Oh wait, yeah, they have to be because they're both juniors.
They're both juniors.
Second free throw shot is up and it's no good. Cash with the rebound. 16-9 is our score. 5:57 to go here in the half. Over to the far side is Kuntz. Kuntz takes it up and good. Makes it 19-9. It's a 10-point lead. Caleb with it up front. Takes it into the hole. Inside. They get it in, and it looks like that was Caleb Caspary. So Kuntz with the basketball. Brings it across the timeline. Runs in some trouble, gets tripped up. Foul's going to be called as Kuntz gets up off the court. So Genowine returns, and we've got a 1-1 as Hall comes off the court. I thought I had it right before. They were screwing me up. I'm like, we don't have 19 points. We had 18. But they got it straightened out. It is 18-11 is our score. The +1 is good, so now it's 19. Oh, never mind. This was a foul on the floor. This was a 1-1. As Kuntz's second's on the way. And it's also good. 20-11 is our score. 5:19 to go here in the half. Menard with the basketball. Out here on the wing. Looks for a screen. And we're going to have an offensive foul. And that's going to go against Koenig. So Cash Evans will now inbound the basketball as Schaefer returns for Unity. 18 fouls, by the way, for Unity, 5 for Clopton. Cash directing traffic. Looks, and it's taken away on the inbounds play by Schaefer, who read that one. kicks it out to McClellan, in this game. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent guarded by Genuine up here. Up top behind the back. Works it around. Takes it to the top of the key. Over to the far wing to Schaefer. Schaefer back up top with it. Now near side with it to Caleb. Caleb to to Menard. Over to the far side to Caleb. Caleb working against Cash Evans. Picks up his dribble. Over on the far wing with the basketball. They try to get up top, and it's taken away by Kuntz. Kuntz to Dalrymple. Now to Genuine. Genuine gives a little fake, and he's tripped up. Keeps a hold of the basketball. Gets it off to Kane across the half-court line. Genuine brings it up. Brings it to the near side. And he's going to be fouled. 20-11 is our score. 4:10 to go here in the first half. So Genuine's going to go to the free throw line. He'll get a chance for a 1-and-1 as that's the 9th team foul. Free throw shot up, no good, but Kane with the rebound dishes it out to Cash, and Cash is going to travel. McMillan returning to the basketball game now for Vincent for Unity. For Clopton, we have Genuine, Kuntz, Cash Evans, Kane Evans, and Dalrymple. Schaefer brings it across the timeline for the Mustangs. Swings at the far side to Caleb. Over on the far wing with it, brings it back near side, top of the key to Schaefer, dishes it off to Menard. Back to Schaefer again, lobs it down low to McMillan. McMillan looking for some space. Dalrymple not giving him any. Dribbles in some trouble, and we've got a foul against the Hawks. 3:44 to go in the half. Picking up first foul is Dalrymple. Is that his first?
Yes, that's just one on him.
So Schaefer to inbound the ball for Unity. Gets it into Caleb. Caleb working around, picks up the basketball, right back to Schaefer. On the baseline, drives long, tries to shoot, and he's going to be fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line and get the opportunity to shoot two. Picking up the foul is Cash Evans. As Schaefer goes to the charity stripe.
I think they finally figured out where to go.
I think they did. First free throw shot is up and good. Hortzmeyer returns for the Hawks. Coming in for Cash. So Schaefer's going to get his second. Dribbles the basketball, spins it. Shot up and good. 20-13, a 7-point lead as Genuine with the basketball. Gets it up to Kuntz. Kuntz looks down low to Hortzmeyer. Hortzmeyer shot's partially blocked. Comes down the hands of McMillan. Working the basketball over on the far side is Schaefer. Schaefer runs in trouble. Called Kane Evans. Now gets it off to Caleb. In the near side with it to Menard. Schaefer, long three, and it's good. And Unity starts to close the gap, and they've brought it within 4 here with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and there's a foul against Menard. And it is going to walk to the other end for Kuntz to shoot two. I believe that's the 10th team foul, isn't it? Have they just not put it up there? Okay, maybe it is just 9.
No, I have 10.
Yeah, I do too. And they're holding up 2, so they know it's 10.
There it is.
Got it. So first free throw shot's up and no good. He'll get the second. 3:05 to go here in the half. Hawks have a 4-point lead. They've led this entire game at this point. Second free throw shot is up and good. So Hortzmeyer comes out. Chase Hall returns. Caleb. Oh, we've got a timeout on the court. Unity wants it. We'll take it as well. 3:05 to go here in the half. Clopton leads Unity 21-16. You're listening to the John Wood Community College Rumble on the River on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Well, Lauren, we talked about it at the end of the last quarter. Kind of thought we'd like to see Clopton kind of clean things up a little bit, but unfortunately them cleaning things up a little bit has let Unity back into this ball game.
Yeah, I just still feel like we're not getting the looks that we want out of it. We're rushing it offensively. Defense, on the defensive end, I felt like we're doing a pretty good job just making sure we get in position and get boards.
So it's Unity with the basketball. Schaefer will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Coots. Swings over to Caleb on the far side, now to Carter. Carter looks inside, nothing there, puts the ball on the court. One bounce down low to McMillan. McMillan trying to work against Dalrymple. And we're going to have a foul, and they're going to call it on Dalrymple. So now it's a 1-and-1 as that is the 8th team foul on Clopton. How many is that on Dalrymple?
That's just 2 on Logan.
So McMillan at the charity stripe. See if he can bring this a little bit closer with 2:50 to go here in the half. 21-16 is the score. Hawks on top by 5. First free throw shot is up and good. McMillan will get a second. McMillan, just a sophomore, spins the ball. Shot up and good. 21-18 is our score. Kuntz gets it to Hall. Hall has a clear path over to the Genowine. Genowine across to Dalrymple. Dalrymple up off the glass. It's short. And that wasn't quite the way Coach Francis had drew that one up. And we're going to walk to the other end shooting free throws. And it's going to go against Hall. Or excuse me, against Genowine. That's the 9th team foul. So as the scores table reminded the official, next one everybody's shooting 2. So McMillan at the free throw line once again for Unity. Free throw shot is up and good, and they're shooting their way from the charity stripe back into this basketball game, Lauren.
Yeah, they are, if I can count up free throws, right now they are 7 for 9 from the free throw line.
Second free throw shot on the way. It's short as well, but McMillan gets his own rebound. Looks to go up, it's no good. Caleb there for the rebound. In some trouble, gets it off to Carter. Carter swings it to Schaefer, top of the key. Schaefer being guarded by Kuntz, now brings it near side. Working around, top of the key, Carter to Caleb, over to the far side to Schaefer. Schaefer lobs it to McMillan. McMillan back up top. Head fake in there, they dish it off the near side. Shot on the way by Carter is no good, but McMillan with the rebound. Clopton's just not blocking out, and
that'll be number 3 on Dalrymple.
Yeah, Dalrymple sends them back to the line. They're going to huddle here for a quick powwow. Dylan Hortzmeyer will check in for Logan Dalrymple. So McMillan, first free throw shot up, and it's good, and it's a 1-point game. So Hortzmeyer returns. Dalrymple takes a seat on the bench. Second free throw shot on the way, and it's good, and we're not at 21 all here with 2:10 to go in the half. Hall tries to get the loose basketball, but Caleb bumps into him, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Unity. Kane will inbound the basketball once again. Full court pressure, man-to-man defense from Unity. Hall with the basketball, and he's going to be fouled, and that's going to go against Caleb, and we're going to the other end for Chase Hall to shoot free throws.
That's 3 on Caleb.
Caspery.
Yeah, still got to go first name, though.
Yeah, brothers are in. So Chase Hall's first free throw shot is up and good. Hall will get his second. Up off the rim, no good. Kuntz with the rebound. His turnaround putback's up and good. And it's a 3-point game for the Hawks. 24-21, 2 minutes exactly to go here in the first half. Casper with the basketball. That's Caleb over to Carter. Carter being guarded by Hall over on the far wing. Lobs it down low to McMillan. McMillan turns and looks as he's working against Hortsmeyer. Back out top to McClellan. McClellan shots up. It's no good with the rebound. He gets his own rebound, and we're going to have another jump ball. They didn't listen to us. Now look at Lynn Hall for the save as the ball was coming to our camera.
I think you could have gotten it.
I could have. I stuck my foot out there, but it still was going to bump it. My legs aren't long like the Unity girls that were playing basketball earlier. His last called against Clopton as they get it in to Carter. Carter's going to be fouled, and now he's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to get to shoot two, and coming back into the basketball game is going to be Jason Hain. So Genowine with his second foul. Carter at the free throw line now for the Mustangs. First free throw shot is up and no good. Second one coming. So Hain takes a seat. Or excuse me, Genowine takes a seat as Hain checks in. So Carter back at the free throw line for his second. Got a lane violation, but it doesn't matter because the free throw shot was good. So Kane gets the basketball into Coots. Coots to Hall. Hall looks to push the ball up to Hain. Hain back to Hall. Hall works it around to Hortsmeyer. Hortsmeyer swings it to Kuntz. Kuntz on the far wing. Back up top to Hain. Hain looks, works it around on the wing, now dishes it off to Hall. Hortsmeyer makes his way to Hall on the far wing, back to Hortsmeyer again.
Don't dance, Sparty. You got to make second cuts.
To Kuntz. Hall now with it on the near side, right in front of Unity's bench. Puts the ball on the court, back up top to Hain. Hain swings it to Kuntz again on the far side. Tries to find it down low to Kane Evans. And he's fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line and get the opportunity to shoot two. So McMillan with his second foul. We have less than a minute to go here in the half. Kane Evans at the free throw line for two. First free throw shot is up and good. Extends us back to a 3-point lead. Gavin Koenig returns. So Evans with the second free throw shot. It's also money. Timeout on the court by Unity. We'll take one as well with 58 ticks to go here in the half. Clopton leads Unity 26-22. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center and a taste of Philly.
We got less than a minute to go here in the half. Clopton leads this one 26-22. Now they have not lost the lead yet. Unity did tie it up. They were tied up at 21 all, but Clopton regained the lead. So Unity has not led at all in this basketball game. Schaefer with the basketball right in front of us. Swings it over to Koenig on the far side. Up top of the key with it now. Duke looks inside, nothing there. And Vincent kind of dug his head down like he was a football player, and now we're got another foul. So that's going to send Koenig is going to go to the free throw line and get the chance to shoot two. Who did they call the foul on?
I think they called on Kane. That's his second.
Free throw shot is no good. So Kane Evans with two. As Koenig shot up again, and this time it is good. 26-23 is our score. 40 ticks to go here in the half. Chase Hall with the basketball. Over on the far wing, needs some help. Looks, gets it from Kuntz. Kuntz tries to dish it down low to Hain. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Clopton, and they're their end of the court. 26-23, 30 ticks to go in the half. Kuntz to inbound the basketball. Looks. They're trying to feed it in to Kane Evans. So Kuntz will do it again. Kuntz looks. Needs to get. And we got a timeout called. Coach Francis calls a timeout to avoid the 5-second call. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 26-23 is our score. We got 30 ticks to go in the half as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Well, Coach Francis wanted to change up that inbounds play, and now they have Hortzmeyer inbounding the ball. Get into Hain. Hain skips it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz to Hall. Hall looks to reset things and gets it back to Hain. Hain finds Evans. Now to Kuntz on the near side. Kuntz on the wing. Dribble up to Hall. Hall back to Kuntz. Down to 13 seconds. Hall. Hall looks. Over to Kuntz. Kuntz gives a head fake, drives the baseline. His shot's up. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. So it'll stay with Clopton with 5 seconds left to go in the half. So Hortzmeyer again to inbound the basketball. They get into Kuntz. Kuntz looks. Long three on the way. It's off the mark. And there's a long baseball pass, and that is how the half ends. Clopton goes into the locker room up 26-23. We've got your Sailor and Satellite Center halftime report coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM. Sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Well, it was a first half that I would venture to say we could probably safely assume, or you could probably safely assume if you're listening or watching at home, it hasn't exactly been a pretty one, Lauren.
No, a lot of turnovers, and, you know, I'm not on my Susan Loggeman A game, so I was not keeping track of them, but definitely a little bit sloppy from both teams, for sure.
It was. It seems like neither team could get in a good rhythm as they were moving through. You know, there was lots of, when the fouls kind of got a little out of control here in the final, basically 5 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, both teams ended up in double bonus, I think.
Yeah, and well into the double bonus,
Yep.
not just we just got into 10. No, they had quite a few, and, you know, a couple of them that are in a little bit of foul trouble. We have a couple players, I believe, that have 3 fouls already on the night, right?
Yes, Logan Dalrymple has 3 for the Hawks. Caleb Kaspari has 3 for Unity, and then Clopton, Cash and Kane Evans, and Jordan Genwine all have 2. In Unity, Ryle Duke and Nick Maynard also have 2.
So, that's something that's going to have to get cleaned up in the second half. You can't, and that's how Unity got back into this basketball game, was from the free throw line.
Yeah, they've shot 16 free throws. They're 11 for 16 from the line, and we've talked about it before. Free throws can win or lose games, especially if you're making a lot of trips to the line like they are. So if I was Unity, I'd keep taking it at the basket and hope to get to the free throw line.
All right, we're going to take a quick break on the Sailor Satellite Center halftime report. When we return, we'll take a look at the scoring from the first half as you're listening to action from Rumble on the River at John Wood Community College on Eagle 102.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, 61 Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports on the Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
Before we get into the scoring, Lauren, we saw Sean Yates here a little earlier this evening, that brother of yours that we were talking about here rooting on his former team. I heard from Avery Hall, who's checking things out with us online. Kerrigan Lockhart, who's been doing a little traveling with Westminster. I think if she's not still in Florida, was in Florida playing a little basketball. So hello to all of them. It's always nice to see and hear from you, especially over Christmas break.
Yeah, I think Clopton, we have a pretty good community and fan base. I think a lot of the alumni like to keep up with the teams. Some of the boys alumni went out Sunday night and practiced with the boys.
That's what I heard.
For Coach Francis's sake,
yes.
I will not say which team won that scrimmage, although my brother came home pretty happy. So
yeah, well, and it's hard to make Evan happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw over at Montgomery County tournament. Riley Walker was over there. Of course, his football team won a conference championship. He got a little bling this year. We saw Daniel Harvey and, of course, Zach Evans sitting in with us some games this season. Quite a few of them over there. So, again, hello to all of you all. Hope everybody out there has a very Merry Christmas. Let's talk about scoring in the first half.
Yeah, we'll start for Unity. Carter Kaspari has 2. Ryle Duke also has 2. Caleb Kaspari added 6. Gavin Koenig added 1, and Cody Schaefer had 5, and Melvin McMillan is leading for the Mustangs with 7 points. And like I mentioned earlier, they're 11 for 16 from the free throw line, so they're getting to the line a lot, and they're pretty efficient when they're getting there. So if I were them, I'd just keep taking it at the basket. Like I said, that can easily win or lose a game in close games like this. For the Hawks, Tyler Kuntz is leading all scorers with 15 points. I think he's done a really good job of getting down to the block and being strong when he goes up. Chase Hall has 1, Logan Dalrymple has 2, and Cash Evans also has 2. Kane Evans has added 6 for the Hawks, and they are 7 for 10 from the line. So haven't shot quite as many free throws, but 70%. Got to be pretty happy with that. Not too bad.
There you go. Any thoughts as what maybe Coach Francis is telling the boys in the locker room?
I think he's probably telling them they need to slow it down a little bit. I mentioned it earlier. There's a difference between playing fast-paced and rushing stuff, and I feel like we're rushing right now. We're not making the passes that we want. I don't think we're making the best shot selections when we're getting it down there, so kind of slowing it back down a little bit and playing their game. I don't think he's been too happy with who's throwing the ball in sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they're not quite doing what he wants them to do, so executing offensively.
I was going to say, I think probably what we're talking about is running the plays that he designed. We kind of, well, and when I say we, I mean anybody who's close to a TV, a radio, or whatever, because you can hear Coach Francis calling it out himself. We don't even have to tell you what's going on, but you can hear him telling them to, get in position, to run this play. And I always enjoy when a foul is called or something specific is going on with the officials and Coach Francis agrees. And, he's telling not only the fan base but the players on the bench, no, that was right. I get a kick out of that just a little bit. So, he has no problem letting the boys know, no, you were wrong, and, you should be called on that. Yeah. So, anyway, so that's going to take care of the first half. We've got third quarter action coming your way again right now. The Clopton Hawks lead Mendon-Unity 26-23. Your third quarter is next here on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Well, we are getting ready to start the second half of action. Again, Clopton leads Mendon-Unity by the score of 26-23. The Hawks will have the ball to start with. It's Kuntz, Hall, Evans, and Street. The starting five out there. Cash and Kane, Evans, Mason Street, Chase Hall, and Tyler Kuntz. It looks like we got the same starting five out there for Unity as well. This nice official move we can see. There we go. So Hall with the basketball. He's working against Kasperi. Over the far wing to Street. Street back up top to Hall, and about has his pocket picked by Vincent. However, it goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Hawks. Kuntz to inbound. He's going to look to get it into Hall in the backcourt. So Hall over on the far wing. Brings it around. Top of the key with it now to Street. Street lobs it to Evans. Evans back to Street. Street finds some space. Shots up and good. And that's Street's first 2 points of the night. Right?
Yes.
Far side. That is to Duke. Duke back up top to Schaefer. Schaefer works it around. Hands it off to Caleb. Caleb takes it in the paint. Needs some help. Back out to Schaefer. Schaefer eyes a long three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. And with the rebound was Duke, and we've got a jump ball. Isn't that kind of how we started?
Yes, I think that's exactly how we started.
Yeah.
You gotta go find it. It's on the scout.
So another jump ball, and it'll stay with Unity. They'll have it along the baseline on the far side. Duke will inbound the basketball. They look, try to feed it into Schaefer, and it's out of his reach, and he went into the bleachers, so back to the Hawks we go. 7:05 to go here in the third. Cash going to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Hall. Hall working against the full court press in the back, working against Caleb in this man-to-man defense. Brings it into the front court, hands it off to Kane. Kane working against Vincent, takes it to the top of the key. Dishes it off to Cash, swings over the far side to Kuntz. Kuntz finds Street, top of the key. Street takes in the paint, kicks in the near side to Hall. Hall looks for the three. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Unity. Picks up the dribble. Vincent does, throws it up to Schaefer. Schaefer skips it over the far side to Duke. Duke underneath. His shot's no good. Cash with the rebound. Cash kicks it out to Kane. Kane to Hall. Hall brings it into the front court, takes it to the far wing. He loses the handle on the basketball, and it's Caleb. Caleb goes back the other way against Kane. Shot is up. It's no good. McMillan with the rebound. And we're going to have a foul, but it's going to be on Kuntz. Yes. So McMillan back to the free throw line with 6:19 to go in the third. Hawks lead at 28-23. Melvin McMillan at the charity stripe. First one on the way is good. Second one on the way as well. Now, not only will the Clopton boys play at Moberly, second free throw shot's good. Next week, they also host a game against Community R6, so they've got a little action over Christmas break. Chase Hall with the basketball. He's working his way out of this double team. Gets over the far side, now Street with it at the free throw, or the half-court line. Throws it up to Kuntz. Kuntz all the way to the hole. Shots up, it's short. With the rebound is Vincent. Vincent pushes it to the other end. Dishes it off to Caleb. Caleb goes up, loses the handle, and goes out of bounds. And back to the Hawks we go.
You know, I still feel like we're rushing it on that press. Unity's doing a good job of getting up and applying the pressure. I think when we pass the ball, we do a pretty good job of breaking the press, but I think we're wanting to do a little too much dribbling through it right now.
And there's a steal by Duke. He has it, takes it to the hole. He can't capitalize on it. With the rebound is Duke. Ball still loose. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. So Genowine's going to check in now for Hall. So it looks like it's going to be Vincent inbounding the basketball. Vincent looks for something. They're trying to feed it into McMillan. They toss it up to Caleb. Caleb swings it to Schaefer. Schaefer between the circles, works it over to the far side to Duke. Duke on the wing. Looks inside. He's got to get it over Cash Evans, and we've got a foul. It was an offensive foul, and it's going to go on McMillan.
It's 3 on him.
So Unity coach looking for a little explanation there. So now Cash Evans will inbound the basketball. Full court man-to-man defense from Unity. They get it into Genowine. Genowine tries to dribble through double team and it's taken away by Caleb. And now it's knocked away by Kane. Kane back to Street. Street brings it into the front court, dishes it off to Kuntz over on the far wing. To Kane. Kane works it around, gets it off to Genowine. Genowine finds Cash. Cash down low, trying to hit Kane, flashing across the paint, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks, so back to Unity. Trying to get a little flashy there.
Yep.
And as we talked about before, Coach Francis yelling, slow down. So Unity brings it back the other direction.
That's illegal.
Caleb to Duke. Duke works it around, trying to get around Cash to Schaefer. Schaefer takes it back to the far side. Stops, pops for 2, shots up and good. It's a 1-point basketball game, 28-27, 4:56. And Clopton just throws the ball away. And that's what Coach Francis was right in front of us saying, let's clean it up. And there's another turnover. And for the first time this basketball game, Unity has the lead at 29-28. With that, we've got a timeout. 4:43 to go in the third. It's a 30-second timeout as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Evans with the basketball. That's Cash. Gets it into Kuntz. Kuntz looks, works, gets the ball back to Cash. Cash to Street. Street across the timeline. to Genowine. Genowine works it around now with it to Kane. Kane on the near side. As Kuntz has the basketball. Kuntz swings it to Genowine. Back near side with it to Kane. Lobs it down low to Cash. Cash spins, tries to hit Kane again, and it's another turnover for the Hawks as they just a little too hard, couldn't handle the lob down low, goes back the other direction, and we've got a foul. So that's going to send Caleb to the free throw line. So first free throw shot on the way is good. 2-point lead for Unity. So Caleb at the free throw line, he'll get a second one. Second free throw shot on the way, and it's no good. Ball's loose, Dalrymple with it. Now they turned it back over again, and over on the far side, oh, Duke thought about a three. Right back to Duke again. Duke swings it to Schaefer. Schaefer in the near corner, and we've got another foul, and I believe it's going to go against No, they're going to call it against Vincent. So Clopton will inbound at end of Unity's bench. Kane will inbound, and there's still this full court man-to-man defense. Genowine with the basketball. He breaks the press, throws it up to Street. Street down low, takes it in. Nice shot.
Nice move.
And we are tied at 30 all as Schaefer has the basketball for Unity. Brings it up. Gets it into the hands of Menard. Back to Menard again. As he's guarded by Dalrymple on the near wing, right in the middle of Unity's bench. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer takes it down to the block. His shot's up, and it's good, and it's back. Another 2-point lead for Unity. Dalrymple gets it into Kuntz on the far side. Kuntz to Genowine. And that's going to be Duke with a foul.
That's his third.
So it looks like Vincent's coming out. Carter's returning. Dalrymple will inbound the basketball right almost at the half-court line for the Hawks. He gets it into Genowine in the backcourt. Genowine, guarded by Carter, goes behind the back, brings it into the front court, dishes it off to Kuntz on the far side. Kuntz brings it back near side to Dalrymple, back to Street on the far wing. With a couple dribbles to the free throw line, down low to Dalrymple. He takes it in down low, too far underneath, and he's going to do the Cupid shuffle under there and pick up the travel.
Got a little too happy feet.
So Schaefer again running the point for Unity. Dishes it off to Menard. Menard brings it near side to Carter. Carter, guarded by Genowine, swings it back up top to Schaefer, or excuse me, to Menard. Menard wants a three. It's off the mark. Ball's loose. Genowine comes away with it. He falls to the ground, and they're going to call a travel as he had a hold of the basketball as he fell to the ground. So it will stay with Unity under their own basket. 2:43 to go in the third. Unity has the lead by 2, 32-30. Carter slaps the basketball, looks for his offense to move. He gets it in to Duke. Duke back up top to Schaefer. Schaefer swings it to the far side to Carter. Carter wants the three. It's short. Ball's bouncing around, and it's Cash Evans that comes away with the basketball. Excuse me, that was Kane. As Street has it now. Street down underneath, dishes off to Kuntz. Kuntz shots up. It's no good. And now he's going to travel. That's McMillan as he was working on that rebound.
We really need a basket here, kind of stop the momentum a little bit. I feel like Unity kind of has all the momentum right now.
2:24 to go in the third. Kuntz with the basketball on the far wing. Brings it back near side to Genowine. Genowine lobs it down low to Kane. Kane kicks it out to Street. Street in the corner, back up top with it. Genowine swings it to Dalrymple. Around the horn we go to Kuntz. Kuntz being guarded by Schaefer. Looks for some help back up top to Street. Street with the ball. Skips in the corner to Dalrymple. Dalrymple back up top to Genowine. Genowine works it around, swings it to Kuntz again. This is the offense that we talked about, looking for him to work. Kuntz with it down low. He's shots up. It's no good. He's hit. When he goes up for the shot, he draws the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line, and he's going to get to shoot two. But he's clear with his.
Yeah, we know exactly what he did.
That's right. If in case you're wanting to know, that was Menard sliding underneath the airborne shooter. Coons' first free throw shot's up and good. Dalrymple comes out. Cash Evans returns, so Cash and Kane are in the basketball game. As Tyler Kuntz is at the charity stripe for his second. Shot on the way, and it's a money. So Duke with the basketball gets it off to Schaefer. Schaefer will bring it across the half-court line. Another half the court all the way down. His shot's no good. And Genowine goes up high, pulls the ball, the rebound down. He throws it across court to Cash. Cash to Street. Street brings it near side. Now it's Cash in the paint. He goes up. His shot's up and good. Cash Evans gives the Hawks the lead once again, 34-32 with 1:27 to go here in the third. So Schaefer with the basketball on the near side. He dribbles back between the circles over to the far side to Carter. Now dishes it off to Menard. Menard back to Carter, works it with the left hand down low inside. His hook shot's up. It's no good. There's a foul, and Carter's headed back to the charity stripe. So Genowine picks up his third. Fourth. Chase Hall will check back in the ball game for Genowine. 1:10 to go in the third. Carter at the free throw line. He'll get two. His first shot's up on the way, and it's good. 34-33, 1:10 to go here in the third. Checking back in is Koenig as well for McMillan for Unity. Carter at the charity stripe for his second. Shot up on the way, and it's also good. We're knotted at 34 all. Cash gets it into Kuntz. Kuntz looks, goes back to Hall in the middle, and gets it off to Kuntz at the half-court line. Kuntz brings it across, working against the offense, dishes it off to Kane. Kane looks, needs some help, brings it across, dishes it to Kuntz. Kuntz over on the far wing, looks inside, finds Hall between the circles. Hall waits, looking for somebody, gets it to Kuntz on the far side. Kuntz inside to Cash. Cash can't hold on to it. We've got a scrum. Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Hawks. So Street will inbound the basketball along the baseline on the far side. As the Hawks line up, they look. Street gets it into Cash. Cash tries to feed it into Kane. Trying to do a little too much there, and it's taken away by Menard. Menard brings it across the free throw line now on the near side with it to Carter. Carter looks, he works back up top to Menard. Menard takes it back top of the key. Going to reset this offense. Now hands off to Carter. Carter swings it near side to Duke. Duke being guarded by Street, back to Carter. Carter takes it to the other side, kicks it out to Schaefer. Schaefer wants a three, no. Tries to feed it inside, and it's taken away by the Hawks. Street gets it into the hands of Hall. Hall works it across the timeline. Dishes it off to Kuntz. Kuntz takes it all the way around to the other side. He goes up, his shot's off the glass, and it's good.
Nice take.
And as time starts to expire here in the third, the Hawks have regained the lead at 36-34. We've got your final quarter of action coming up next here on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Marion Everhart, Lauren Longman here with you this evening as we were talking about it, Lauren, and they seem to have cleaned things up just a little bit here in the second half. We'll see if it holds true here in the fourth quarter as Clopton has regained the lead by 2, 36-34. However, Unity does have the ball to start the fourth.
Yeah, I think we continued to be a little sloppy at the start of that third quarter, but cleaned it up a little bit as we went. So just really need to make sure we're taking care of the ball these last 8 minutes of the ball game.
Duke with the shot from the free throw line is no good. Cash with the rebound. Cash kicks it out to Hall, and McMillan turns around and holds his mouth open like he didn't just knock Chase Hall to the ground.
And that'll be 4 on McMillan.
I understand it may have been an accident and those things happen, but it's still a foul.
Still a foul.
you can't act shocked. Full court man-to-man defense from Unity. They get it into Hall. Hall throws it up to Kuntz, but Kuntz was already looking down the court. So now Cash will try it again from right in the front of Unity's bench. Gets it into Kuntz. Kuntz takes over to the far side. He's going to spin back, brings it in the front court, dishes it off to Street. Street back to Hall. Hall top of the key. They're looking for Kane. Kane was cutting. Now Hall's going to take it in the paint himself, kick it out to Street. Street wants a long three. It's short, and we're going to be a run to the back. And it's Street with the basketball. Gets it to Hall. Hall works it around, dishes it off to Kuntz. Kuntz takes it in the paint, and his shot's up. It's no good, and they're going to call a charge. I'm going to go on a limb and say that was disagreed upon.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that one. I know the fans and Coach Francis definitely do not agree with that one.
Yeah. So Caleb with it over the far side to Menard. Menard looking for it on the wing. Is taken away by Kane. Kane off to Hall. Hall's going to bring it back across the timeline. Dishes it off to Street. Street works it around in front of the middle of Clopton's bench. Takes it over to the free throw line. Now back to Hall. Hall looks, swings it to Kuntz, top of the circle. Street with it now on the far side. They look down low to Cash. And Cash lets it roll off his fingertips. It's a little too high for him. And so Clopton needs to get back to that, slowing it down, taking care of the basketball.
We're getting numbers on the fast break. I feel like we're getting more guys back on offense than they are on defense, but we're not getting to the block on those fast breaks. We're wanting to set up on the three-point line, and then we can't finish.
And Unity can't handle that basketball either. They have a turnover as Koenig lets it slip out of his fingers, and now McClellan checks back in the basketball game. So Cash, Evans to look, gets it into Hall. Hall throws it up to Kane. Kane's got the numbers as he's got Street there with him. His shot's up. It's no good, but Street tries to come down with the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. Caleb's going to again control the point for the Mustangs. Comes across the timeline, swings it to Menard over on the near side with it to Schaefer. Schaefer back across to Duke. Duke thought about the three, now swings it to Menard over in the far corner. Menard puts the ball on the court, heads towards the elbow, kicks it back up top with it to Schaefer. Now with it to Caleb, swings near side, middle. Unity's bench with it is Duke. Duke working against Street in this man-to-man defense. Now Menard with it, top of the key. Menard dishes it off to Duke, swings it again to Caleb over on the far side. Now with it is Menard. Menard tries to feed it down low, and Street's going to pick up the foul.
That's just 2 on Mason.
And it is the 4th team foul. I think I'm reading that right. No, 5th. Schaefer to inbound the ball for Unity. Looks, and they're gonna call a foul on Cash, or excuse me, to Kane.
That's his 3rd.
Dalrymple subs in for Kane. They throw it in. Unity does to Duke, and now we've got an offensive foul. And Unity's coach isn't happy with the call.
It was. You can't stick your hip out on the screen. You got to be set.
So Hall with the basketball up to Dalrymple. Dalrymple back to Hall. Hall gets it across the timeline. Works up top between the circles. Takes it to the far wing and has his pocket picked by Caleb. Caleb's going to go down, laid up off the glass. His shot's up and good, and we're knotted at 36 all with 5:30 to go here in the ball game. Kuntz with the basketball.
Hawks have yet to score this quarter.
Kuntz works it around, hands it to Hall. Hall brings it into the paint, loses the handle on the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and back to Unity we go. Nope, we're gonna have a conference.
Yeah, he's wanting to say it was off of Clopton, but I don't think it was.
They changed their call.
Overturned it.
And now Street will inbound the basketball. Unity is complaining about the call now, and there's a steal by Schaefer. He takes it all the way. The hole is shots up and good, and Unity has the lead once again. 38-36, 5 minutes to go here in this ball game. Hall with the basketball. Works it around, gets it off to Dalrymple. Dalrymple having some trouble, needs to find some help. He gets it from Kuntz. Kuntz to Hall. Hall looks, works it around, needs some help. Kuntz right in front of us with the basketball. Kuntz is going to have to do something. He's got a 5-second call about to get blown here, and he picks up his dribble, gets it off to Cash. Cash right back to Kuntz. And there's another foul. I feel like sometimes the players aren't knowing the count that's going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I ever remembered that, like as a player, being aware of it. And I think
Did you just wait for everybody to yell at you?
I guess. I don't know.
Free throw shot up and good by Kuntz. He's done very well this evening from the free throw line. McMillan and Vincent checking back in the basketball game for Unity. As Tyler Kuntz stands at the charity stripe for his second one. Shots up, off the back of the rim. I shouldn't have said the word, but we know how that goes.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Marianne?
I was trying to be nice and give the guy a compliment. And, we got a big offensive foul, and Unity's not going to like it as Chase Hall went sliding across the court.
That's 4 on Caleb.
So Cash Evans will now inbound the basketball. He gets it into Kuntz. Kuntz back to Cash. Cash up to Dalrymple. Dalrymple finds Chase Hall. Hall goes down, goes over to Street, and they're going to wave it off. They're going to call a foul on the floor, but Street should get to shoot 2. Oh, nope, they're going to call it. Sorry, I already said they called it on the floor. So 1-1 still, as that was only the 9th team foul. Free throw shot up and good by Mason Street, and we're tied at 38 all with 4:18 to go here in the ball game. So Street at the charity stripe. Shot on the way, and it's also good. 39-38, 4:18 to go here in this basketball game. Over on the far wing with it is Schaefer. Vincent has it on the near side. Swings it over the far side to Duke. Duke thought about shooting over top of Evans, but no way. Evans takes it away. Gets it to Dalrymple. Dalrymple to Hall. Hall up to Kuntz. Kuntz stands in the middle of Clopton's bench with the ball. Working it over the far side to Dalrymple. Dalrymple back to Hall. Hall looking for Street. Now looks for Kuntz cutting and gets it to Street on the wing. However, goes through Street's hands, and it's another turnover for the Hawks. Dalrymple checks out as Genowine returns to the basketball game. I think you said Jordan has 4 fouls.
Jordan has 4. Kane has 3. Everybody else is sitting pretty good for us right now.
So with the basketball on the far wing is Duke. Duke looks, skips it near side to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Duke. Top of the key, thought about the 3, now puts the ball in the court, spins against Cash. Shots up, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Street. Yep, and they're going to send Duke to the free throw line.
Oh, I only had Mason with 2. They're saying that's Mason's 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
We missed it somewhere along the line then. First free throw shot is up and good. We're tied at 39 all. So the second free throw shot coming up, and it's no good. We're still tied at 39 all as Clopton with the rebound. It's Genowine with the basketball. Genowine working against Vincent, brings it into the front court. Works around the far side, dishes it off to Street. Street between the circles to Kuntz. Kuntz at the top of the key, waits for Genowine, gets it back. Genowine finds Hall. Hall brings it to the near side to Kuntz. Kuntz looks inside, nothing there, back up top to Street. Street skips it over the far side to Hall. Hall waits, one dribble, back up top to Kuntz. Kuntz working around, loses the handle on the ball, and what are we going to call? Oh, they're going to call a little reach foul in there?
I thought he was going to call a kick.
And that should be 5 on him, right?
5.
Caspery is going to take a seat as Tyler Kuntz is going to go to the free throw line, and he's going to shoot 2 as that's the 10th team foul. 2:47.
So, don't know what's happening.
Well, yeah, the ref kept telling the scores table to give him the horn for 5, and he did. First free throw shot's up and no good. And he just kept on the poor scorer over here, and the score's like I gave it to him. So Kuntz misses the first one. We'll see if he can set the second one. And the second one is good. So Unity with the basketball. Duke pushes it up the court. He has over on the far wing. He's guarded against by Street. Hands it off to Schaefer. Schaefer brings it near side to Vincent. Vincent looks inside, dribbles around, crossover dribble. Now takes it in the paint. He goes up against everybody. His shot's up and good. It's a 1-point lead for Unity. Kuntz with the basketball. Kuntz working against the double team, tries to find some space, gets it up to Hall. Hall skips it over to Genowine on the far side. Genowine holds the ball high, now puts the ball in the court, brings back Kuntz near side. Kuntz working against Vincent.
Oh, that should have been a foul call.
And instead, we've got a full timeout called by Coach Francis. We'll take one as well. 2:10 to go here in the ball game. Clopton has a 1-point lead. Unity has a 1-point lead, 41-40. We've got your final 2 minutes and 10 seconds coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt arc lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
So, Lauren, let's tap into this coaching knowledge of yours. And what's the Hawks need to do to bring this one home? You got 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, defensively, we need to come down and get a stop without fouling. I think we need to get up and play the passing lanes a little bit more and just really get up and deny. And then offensively, run the play, get what we're looking for out of it. We're not handling that pressure very well. We're not going to meet passes. We're waiting for the ball to come to us. So just making sure we're taking care of the ball and running through the offense until we get a good shot. We're not in a rush. We don't need to panic yet. 2 minutes is a lot of time.
Yep. Kuntz gets the ball into Hall. Hall takes it to the top of the key now to find Street. Street working around, dishes it off to Kuntz. Kuntz dribbles off his foot, and now there's a tie-up. Got to take care of the basketball. Possession arrow stays with the Hawks as Street will now inbound. Holds the ball high, looks, gets it into Genowine. Genowine top of the key, gives a fake, puts the ball in the court, takes in, stops, pops for 2. It's short, but it's Cash Evans there for the putback, and it's good. They get the ball in to Menard. Menard over to the far side, back up top to Schaefer, swings it near side to Duke. Duke looks inside as he's guarded against by Street, puts the ball on the court, takes it down to the block, now kicks it back up top to Schaefer. Schaefer did a little shuffle there himself, shots up and good. Back to a 1-point lead for Unity. Genowine with the basketball, throws it up to Hall. Hall works, brings it across, finds Kuntz. Kuntz going to take it to the hole, and he's going back to the free throw line. That's going to go against Vincent. Kuntz, first free throw shot on the way is money. Knotted at 43 all with 1:20 to go here in the ball game.
One thing I have noticed is I did not ever get nervous in games as a player but I cannot handle close games watching.
Everybody thought some of us were crazy when we get all nervous watching these games, huh? Yeah. It's not so funny when you're on the other side now, is it?
You can't go do anything. At least when I was playing, I had some control over it.
You're not the first player that's come back and said that. With the basketball is Duke between the circles. Duke just holding the basketball now as Clopton has the 1-point lead. Works around over the far wing. Duke skips it near side to Menard. Menard looks. Dribbling it up and now to Schaefer. Schaefer looking for the screen from McMillan. Takes it over on the far wing. Guarded in there by Dalrymple. Hands the ball off and ball's loose. They get the ball to Vincent. Vincent dishes off to Menard and Unity turns it over. Genowine come back in for Dalrymple. Got a little offensive-defensive substitution going on between the two. Cash Evans to inbound the ball, gets it to Genowine. Genowine working against three, and they just work on throwing the ball away. Vincent has it. Tries to go down low, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Unity.
Right there was what I was talking about, going to meet the pass. We wanted to just stand and want the ball to come to us. You got to go get it.
So Coach Tony Francis wants another full minute timeout with 35 ticks to go here in the game. We've got your final 30 seconds coming up next here on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So there's a part of me that feels that Clopton's going to try and go for the last shot.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do in this situation. Just kind of run it through, hold it, make them come out on defense, apply the pressure.
Make them foul you.
Yep.
You're in the double bonus. Go up there. Preferably Tyler Kuntz has done a great job from the charity stripe tonight. Get the ball in his hands. Get it into Mason Street instead. So there you go. And I think Unity kind of knew that was coming, so Mason's going to walk down here, shoot a couple free throws. And the key here will be not to foul the Mustangs on the inbounds play.
Yes. Yep.
Don't let them score, but don't foul them either. Don't give them the freebies.
You know, I might switch up what I said. The key for us is I would maybe pull it back in a little bit, stay man, but pull it back in on defense and make them beat us from outside. I feel like the bulk of their scoring has come from the block. So take away that inside.
It's a 2-point lead. Street with free throw here can add another, make it a 3-point lead, and he does. Still a one-possession basketball game here. As Unity gets the ball in again, the key is not to make a dumb foul here. As Schaefer takes it over to Menard. Menard back up top to Duke. Duke goes down low, and we talked about don't foul.
I think that's pretty cheap.
It was. There must have been, we'll just say there must have been contact on the backside that we couldn't see from our angle. McMillan at the charity stripe.
Did they call that on Cash?
I did not hear. And they're not putting it up. So McMillan's free throw shot's up. It's no good. Ball's loose, and Unity gets the rebound. Vincent with it. Long three on the way. No good. Ball's loose, and coming away with it is going to be the Hawks.
You know, we got lucky 2 times there, especially this late in the game. You cannot be giving up offensive boards, especially on a free throw.
So Kuntz going to inbound the basketball.
Go back and get it now, Chase. Fake and go back, Chase. Go back, Chase. Go back.
And they get it in, and immediately Chase is pushed out of bounds. I don't know if they remember that they're playing basketball.
Yeah, that was pretty much just a 2-hand shove. I don't really know what they were watching.
And there you go. And now they got a call. And we're going to walk down to the other end, shoot some free throws with 11 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And then Tyler Coons gives Chase Hall a little push.
Almost shoved him over.
We got to take another timeout. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep it right here because it's going to be a quick one, I think. No, what are we doing here? Oh, did they have, was it another 5 fouls?
I only had him with 4, but I could have missed one.
Okay. I thought they were calling a timeout.
I guess that's what happened there was 5th foul.
That's going to be my guess. So Street at the free throw line. He'll get 2. First one up on the way, and it's good. 2-possession basketball game now with 11 ticks to go. Dalrymple set to check back in the basketball game as Street's second free throw shot is on the way. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Schaefer. And we got a timeout. We're going to keep it right here because we only have 7.5 seconds to go here in this basketball game. Let's talk a little bit about the tournament coming up once again. You can find the brackets online now at kjfmradio.com. We talked about the boys. It goes Monroe City's the number 1 seed, Winfield 2, Louisiana comes in at the number 3 seed, Ellsbury 4, Clopton 5, Wright City number 6, Mark Twain 7, and Silex 8. So again, boys action gets underway on Tuesday night, January the 4th. And of course, just a reminder to those who may have forgotten from over the years, Clopton plays middle school and high school gyms. The games are at 6 and 7:30. The girls actually kick things off on Monday, January the 3rd. Ellsbury girls are the number 1 seed, followed by the Clopton Lady Hawks at 2. Winfield comes in at number 3. Mark Twain number 4. Monroe City 5. Silex 6. Wright City 7. And Louisiana will be seated number 8. Some scores from around the area. It looks like Montgomery County got the win over Monroe City this evening. That's the one score that I've seen. And Montgomery beat them up 41-27. So let's see what else we got going on here as see what Unity drew up for their last play of this game. 7.5 seconds to go. Schaefer will inbound the basketball.
What we absolutely do not want to do here is foul them on a 3-point shot.
And it looks like Unity's going to take care of it and throw the ball away. So Clopton just needs to hold on to the ball. As Dalrymple comes out, Evans comes back in, so Cash back in the basketball game. Kuntz going to inbound the basketball. They get it into Chase. Chase is going to immediately be attacked there, and he's going to go back to the free throw line. So Chase Hall goes to the free throw line, gets some words of encouragement from Kuntz. 3.6 seconds to go in this basketball game. Chase trying to give him a little bit of breathing room as they block our shot. First free throw shot's up and good. It's a 5-point game here, 3.6 seconds to go. Looks like the Hawks are going to move on, add another win to their W column as the second free throw shot is also good. Clopton needs just let him get the ball in, just let him go down and score at this point. And there's the last shot, and Clopton gets the win, 49-43. We've got your post-game show coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Pregame at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, it probably wasn't the prettiest win that you could draw up, because even when they were done here, Coach wasn't exactly happy. But the Clopton Hawks got the win over Unity, 49-43. And Lauren, let's go on and hit some scoring real quick.
Yep, for Mendon-Unity, Carter Kaspari had 2, Ryle Duke had 3, Caleb Kaspari had 9. Vincent had 2.
We'll just call Vincent. Yep.
Vincent had 2. Gavin Koenig had 1. Cody Schaefer led scoring for the Mustangs with 15. And Melvin McMillan had 9 points for them. And they were 17 for 24 from the line. They only shot 8 free throws in the second half, so didn't get their – they only got their half as much in the second half. But we're pretty accurate when they were there. For the Hawks, Tyler Kuntz led scoring with 23 points. Chase Hall had 3. Logan Dalrymple had 2. Mason Street had 9 points all in the second half for the Hawks. And Kane Evans had 6. And Cash Evans also had 6 points for the Hawks. And they were 20 for 36 from the free throw line.
So not bad.
Yep, shot 16. They were 13 for 16 in the second half from the free throw line. So like I said, those can win or lose games. I'd say we won that.
I was going to say tonight the Hawks won the games from the free throws.
Yep, definitely.
All right, let's take a quick break here on the post-game show. We'll be back to wrap up the evening for you. Coming up, again, the Clopton Hawks got the win over Unity, 49-43. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Well, a night of some exciting basketball around the area. Again, Clopton splits it tonight as the girls fall to Unity by the score of 81-31, but the boys pick up the win 49-43. We've got more basketball. Well, I shouldn't say we. There's more area high school basketball still going on throughout the week as well, actually, there's some schools that play all the way up to Christmas Eve, so you can always keep up to date by visiting the scoreboard page at kjfmradio.com. Again, I want to thank Lauren Loggeman for sitting in with us this evening. Appreciate Frank Cash spending some time talking with us in the girls' pregame show. Of course, big thanks to John Wood Community College for allowing us to be over there here and helping us set up this evening. We always enjoy when we get to make the trip over here. So for Lauren Loggeman, I'm Marianne Everhart, wishing everybody out there a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From all of us here at Eagle 102, you've been listening to High School Basketball on KJFM Radio.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. From the KJFM Radio Barn, this is Eagle 102.